Hey, what's up? Saturday night, live. Padded war belt, not the tapered war belt. Padded war belt, much more streamlined. Amanda finished up some salves today, cooling muscle rub, comfrey. What else is there? Comfrey and cooling muscle rub, and pain salve. Somebody left all these pack outs for me. Second day tomorrow of radio class. Went awesome today. Have a great Father's Day. Yep. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. We got 22 students in. Evan's here teaching 22 people about radio. Some of them are ham radio guys, and they came out and take the class. Evan's just got so much knowledge jammed in there and presents it in a manner that's so easy to just absorb. Evan, what's up? Green Diesel, Rural, what's going on? Jonathan Cam, Byron Roberts, Homestead, what's up? How are you? Josh, what's the thumbnail? Oh, well, padded war belt. Not the tapered. Padded. Hold on, I'll show you. Through the belt loops. Lock on to that, or use it without. You can use it without. And that will integrate with the padded suspenders. Can you order the padded war belts? No, I'm probably not going to make them. I made a few of them. I think we've got 3 of them right now. I'm going to build some of them. We're going to mess with them a little bit. Probably do them one off. It's not going to be production. Enlightened, what's up? Got a box of badassery. Nice, nice. Admin panel already put in the day pack. Oh, you got the for the ballpoint pin day. Yeah, it goes with the new harness. Yep. Redbeard, what's up? Edgy American, how are you? Gauge micros, got some OD 12 gauge micros, got some black ones. Yeah, there's some black ones back there. That's a left-hander right there. I don't know why these are all fucking mixed up. Mongoloids. Aimbot, I don't know what that is. Jake, what's up? AJ Harrison, what's going on? Spent the day watching the Thunder. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thunderbirds. So that's not a normal air show. Like is it a Navy air show? That's like where the Blue Angels are. Got a whole bunch of knives around. Nice. Johnny Woodsman, what's up? We got black fupas right there. Bunch of radio pouches, radio harnesses, radio cradles. Yeah, Thunderbirds are Air Force. No, I'm well aware of that. But if he was at an air show where the Thunderbirds were there, is it an Air Force air show, or are the Thunderbirds just at an air show? Just close the fates. I don't know what that means, Amanda. Last year was the Blue Angels. This year's the Thunder. Got it. I've never seen the Thunderbirds. I've only seen just at an air show. Got it. Oh, just close the gates. Duh. Say GOG Gamer, the GOG Gamer, what's up? Which one you guys like? Like the red one? The multicam black one. DJ Guzman, what's up? Uncle wanted to fly for the Thunderbirds, but was sent his ass to fly in Vietnam instead. Mike's Homestead, what's up? How about 2 orders, get both? That's right. Or 2 of each. We got Coyote Fupas going right here. Easy K. Jose, good to see you, Jose. Good to sit down and have dinner for a bit, man. It is hot out here. The AC for out here has stopped working. That'll be some easy fix, I'm sure. Radio, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Rural, you should meet up with Bob. Especially if you guys are close. You should definitely meet up. La Jolla, San Diego. Is it like they're showing on the news? Do you got like wild Mexicans just coming ashore in rubber raiding crafts, just leaving fucking Boston whalers and shit laying around? Boots that won't get so hot in the summer. Shit, I don't know. You have a fucking million choices. Get on Danner's website. They've got a cooler boot, I'm sure. Check Bates, check a Solo, whatever brand you like. Talk to REI. Pretend you're tranny for a few minutes. You have to be tranny at REI now. Glenn, what's up? Ethan, what's up? John, when you lived in Lemoore, were you on base housing? Where did the trees get put? They put them in some soil back there, Amanda. They planted them, I think. Kiri, what's up? Do you have goggles? No, we sell stuff that we sew. We make all of this stuff right here. We don't have any surplus, no boots, no goggles, just stuff that we make for the most part. No, I've been talking about this every night. Gold claim owner agreed for after I start finding gold. That's cool, man. Is the video lagging for anybody? Victos, Johnny Combat boot is pretty lightweight. Joshua, slight bag? You mean sling bag? We make a sling bag. I don't have any currently. I do have mini packs. I have mini packs that are multicam black bag. It has 2 shoulders and it's twice as thick. It's It's way more usable than the sling bag. Just got on, but no lagging. Right on. Happy preemptive Father's Day. Lagging a little. Little lag. Yep. Sorry, guys. I can't do shit about it. I can't. There's nothing I can do for it. Tim planted them in the 5-gallon pots behind the strawberries. Thoughts on possible splatter bifold wallet? Yeah, eventually. I'm the one that builds those, so not anytime soon, probably. Cabal slowing us down, that's right. Wanted to get a belt, but I got a small waist. 32. I wear 30. I'm a 32 also. As long as you're not a big fat guy with a 32 waist. I just made this belt for me today. It's 32. I made 2 others. When I find gold, I'm going to send you a solid gold coin with SOE logo. That's badass, dude. Stack up about 100 of those first. Faded 702 got a belt for 32, but I'm sure it will work for you. Jared Bates, we can deal with a little lag and trade for valuable info. The valuable info flows out depending on the questions you guys ask. You have to type out them comments. Conversation is driven by you guys. And I am super fucking low energy right now. I had donuts today, thanks to Tim. Best donuts in the world. And laid down and took a 45-minute nap, which is never enough. Kilo of silver today for $29.96 an ounce. Right on. Moving the rest of the stuff to the farm. Found 3 1022s we didn't know. That's awesome, man. First aid version of that belt. No, you just put first aid on it, man. There's no such thing as a first aid belt. Just put the pouch that you want on the belt. That belt will mount up with the padded suspenders. Well, Green Diesel, thanks for being here, man. Worked through the night on private jet catering delivered at 7 a.m. Went to sleep 3, replacing broken garden hose ends. Right on, man. Dude, it was hot. At 7 o'clock this morning, it was already 80 degrees. We were at 90 degrees by 9. Anybody have experience with CO2 airsoft pistols? Thinking of getting one for dry fire reps. It's a cool toy, man. I don't know about using it for reps for dry fire. Maybe. I mean, it's a cool toy. Get a couple of them. Shoot at each other, you know, your friends back and forth. Airsoft fun. Tons of people selling. People are broke. Yeah, we're seeing that a lot, man. Jarhead, what's up, buddy? How are you? Perfect, slow, soaking rain here all night. Did he sharpen a bunch of knives? John Witherspoon, what's up? Waiting all day in a bad headspace. Looking forward to riding to your party. Sounds like fun. Right on. Cool. Come on out. Yeah, Evan's doing a great radio class, always does. Son and I hiked 8 miles on Mont Eagle, hot enough to make the devil sigh. Yeah, it was hot, man. It was warm, super and humid, like super soaking wet when I came inside. Planted a few trees this afternoon, and the heat was brutal. Yeah, make sure those trees are watered up good, man. Might even be beneficial. Like, I don't know why people don't use it more, especially when you want to plant plants and you're like, it's too hot or it's too much sun. Put some T-posts in the ground and put some shade cloth around some of those for a few days. Water them up. Glad I caught you guys live. Dragon Slayer, what's up? Charles Wilson, what's up? Not too many, maybe 7 or 8. He's getting his name out there. Yeah, he does good work, man. Anybody on here who needs knives sharpened? My next door neighbor's son does them. He has done a lot of the ones in our kitchen. A lot of our really expensive, and does a great job. Super, super good job. So, lightweight, 3 inches tall, closed cell foam, liner belt, just a single layer liner belt through your belt loops. This overlocks to that. Depending on how you're using it, use it without the liner belt. Lock into the suspender set. This is not completed right here. We're doing something a little different with these. This will have a sternum strap also, like the Covert pack, that new slimline sternum. And then a back panel here. And then you can clip into the butt pack. Yeah, padded battle belt, yep. What's up, Spags? How are you, man? I use the shade tarps from Harbor Freight on my animal enclosures. Yeah, so I haven't, Harbor Freight's not on my radar for those. I'll definitely check that out. I've been using the mesh tarp covers from Tractor Supply. And when we started buying those, they were $60. They are now $160. Hold on for a second, guys. Guys, we're on Starlink. I'm gonna walk outside for a minute. If it dies, it'll come back when I come back in. Prep to adventure. Why aren't you making the war belts? Because we can't fucking build them, Bob. I can't build enough of the shit we're building, and I'm the one fucking making them. Why? So they're gonna cost a lot more than if they're production, and I just can't throw them out there. We can't fucking build them in the building. Harbor Freight has super good deals on ammo cans. Board American, what's up? Gun in my face in a pot field. Interesting. Isn't Mont Eagle in Nashville area? Where are you at? I don't know where she's at. But these plants here need water. And that's on. What the fuck is she doing? Maybe she went inside to go to the bathroom. Maybe she's inside. I don't know what trees we got. Some kind of cherries. Maybe it's these, maybe? I don't know what these are.
know that.
All those starts here are dry. That's how you water them.
I did water them. I watered them first.
Okay, check it out.
But I watered all these.
Yeah, I see
water
them.
all over
I
the
see them. I was in an area called Coppinger's Cove, not friendly locals, lost on their land. Mont Eagle, not Montage, Montague. So where's Mont Eagle? Mont Eagle off I-24 near Trinity. Got it. That's, yeah, okay. Costco has 4-pack plastic waterproof ammo cans on a tray. Jeremy. Who makes the best bulletproof helmets? I think you get what you pay for with that shit, man. You have a few other options. $50 cal cans, $3 with code. Where's that at? It's got the FUPA and Killdozer shirt right on. Yeah, those are sold out, man. People are trying to buy the few Killdozers sitting here, but those are already sold. Video looks, yeah, we were outside in the dark. The video does look dark. You're correct about that. $477 people on here right now. Got butt pack, roll up dump pouch, nice. The ones at Costco suck. Get the MTM case guards. What's the t-shirt today? There's not one. There was a t-shirt on Monday. It's already sold out. Every single one of them sold out. The one coming this current Monday, as in a few days here, day after tomorrow, it says unvaxxed and overtaxed. Cost. Help for you. Send a email. Yes, you can inquire about it. Those will be 2 separate orders. And the modular LBV is what we're really talking about. So send the message. Win. Very good documentary. Play my second best of test. Play my second best of test today. I think I can feel something change. Yeah, you should be able to feel it. See him carrying around that little mouse in his hand, in his mouth. It's a little toy mouse. I just made a mod. Yeah, here's a modular LBV right here. Bob Gibson, man. Thanks for being on, dude. Anybody want anything in these Milwaukee pack-out drawers? We can randomly go through, do some giveaways. Care of Radio Made Easy. Man, I don't know if I'm missing comments or what's going on, but this is super slow. If the Vax wasn't bad enough, we paid for that shit R&D dispute. They have another one they're pushing. Alex Grant, how much what? How much? What do you mean? Favorite piece of gear just depends on what you need it to do. They're all tools. XL Fupas, probably. Comments are very slow. Yep, Amanda's been busy. She did all that today. Well, she did one of them. She did last night, the Comfrey, I think. Sorry, I did talk to text, but my testosterone level was at 235. Gay, I know the number should. But that's what kind of number should you aim for? I said about 1,500. But if you at 235, it's not going to take shit to get you up to 500, and you're going to feel amazing at 500 compared to 235. What's in the tins? Comfrey salve, which is, healing, does a lot of different things. Cooling muscle rub for pain and healing. The pain salve works great. I like the pain salve. This has kind of a cooling effect to it. So, I mean, you can see them. We have videos on them. They're on the website. 235 to 1,500. Hope you got a woman in your life. That's right. Had a great first day of Zero to Hero. Tim, what was your test level when you started, and what did you come up to? Great to see you today, man. Did somebody say tools? Yeah, I was just joking. This is all Radio Made Easy's travel kit for all of his radio classes. So it's just here right now. Is zippered knife pouch same as taco pouch? The taco pouch doesn't have the pockets inside. The zippered knife pouch is actually a better pocket. Well, it has the internal pockets. You talking about the ear test level? No, we're talking about testosterone level. Cooling was awesome. Used it a couple nights ago. I don't know if it's getting to focus on the farm. I don't know if it's the getting to focus on the farm. The Optimize U meds are, or getting out of corp slavery. I'm feeling it's probably all of it. 179 and run 950. And do you get a lot more done? Do you sleep easier? Do you feel like you have more energy? Do you have more strength? Do you feel like you physically look better? My single number was at 450 since then. I've started working out 4 times a week, taking supplements, get blood work again in 3 months. Nice. Started 225, went to 930 after. Okay, are we back on live? Amanda, we need a damn Starlink booster at the front of the fucking building. That thing does not punch through the wall. It's literally on the outside of the wall there. Got a brown orange covert bag. It's very neat. I'm glad you like that, man. Is there test without doc for testosterone? Yeah, you can get it like gray market, black market. But like our clinic, Optimize U, not my clinic, the clinic that I use, Optimize U, is going to test for 100 other things. They're going to test all your hormones, all your vitamins. They're going to tell you shit that no doctor is going to tell you. The doctor doesn't even fucking look at the test. Like, they don't know how to read them. Politicians' only job is to lie. You're fucking right about that. What's up? Would Amanda be interested in collaborating with my mother? My mother makes an amazing topical cream made from weed. I use it for back pain. Caleb, I don't know. Probably not. Being in Tennessee here, the legalities and stuff. When we start talking weed, fucking it opens all kinds of problems for us. Right now, we have no regulation or oversight, so probably not. Half past 4 in the morning here. Where are you at? Is there test without dog? What levels do they test for women? They test testosterone for women. Everything. Thyroid, vitamin D, like everything. They test everything. Netherlands, right on, man. Weird how weed was illegal for a long time, and now they can tax it, so come get it. Yeah, absolutely, man. And weed enslaves a lot of people. You give weed to a lot of people, and it dumbs them down. It low performs it. It's like a sedative. Like, as an employer, the last fucking thing I want is my employees coming to work and smoking weed. I have a girl that goes out and smokes weed at lunch all the time, and she comes back in and it's fucking useless. Like, we're literally having a conversation about, let's just work here till noon, and then she doesn't work here the rest of the day because she fucks everything up all the fucking time and works at literally 50% of the rate. Now, I don't think weed should be illegal, but I can't have my employees smoking weed. They're just fucking trash when they do. I also question why in all these states where weed is illegal, why do we still have people in prison for weed? They put my wife on testosterone cypionate and me on another make a first thyroid medication as well. So they put you on a nanthate probably. They put her on cypionate. It's faster acting, stays in the system less. Her sex drive and her energy levels should be greatly elevated. I can barely go to the bathroom when I smoke weed, much less go to... I've never smoked it. I've never had it. Here in Arkansas, for drug test, the application says we don't test for weed. They're in prison because they made money without the... Yeah, 100% they are. 100%. And the real reason they're in prison is because in a federal prison system or a large state prison system, there is an industry there. There is factory. They pay those people $4 a day. And in the federal prison system, they manufacture a product that is sold to the federal industries and federal companies, and they have to buy through GSA schedule. So when they buy lockers or pencils or street signs from the prison corporation, they literally pay 3 times what they could buy it from Office Depot or a normal business from. It's all slave labor. They pay nothing to have it manufactured, and they are paid 3 times over what current market value is. Knew a framing crew that would smoke a joint with the crane operator before starting trusses. It was a different kind of... yeah, weed's totally different now. Don't want to get the weed folks stirred up, but all the weed heads I've worked with were useless and lazy. That's what I'm saying. What, you guys selling some shit? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Dude, my phone's going nuts. Yeah, prisons are big bucks, and in Tennessee, a lot of those are privatized. Oh yeah, they're privatized fucking everywhere. They're privatized all over the place. Don't smoke when you... I don't give a shit what you do. My employees who smoke are fucking useless when they smoke. I'm at 40,000. I'm at 40K office, but I have a culture index test that says I have tenacity. Rarest, I need something that will keep me busy, not stare at a screen all day. I don't know what you're asking me. I wanted to know what my overall levels, mineral, hormonal, etc. Last year, they told me I had no thyroid issues, but I have many symptoms that say otherwise. I have no energy and hair loss. Kenda, don't go to your doctor. Your doctor doesn't know how to interpret it. They're going to put you on all kinds of drugs. Go to an independent clinic, like a testosterone replacement clinic or hormone clinic, and have them do labs. Like when I go get blood work done, they take 7 tubes of blood from me. They test for all kinds of stuff. Your primary care doctor has no idea what they're fucking doing. Our guy who got high at work drove the box truck into the bank drive-through, hit the building when I was down for us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, those plates for SOE gear are sick. Oh, you talking about the Premier Body Armor plates? So Premier Body Armor made 4 armor inserts that fit inside our micro rigs and our FUPAs, our fanny packs. You can see those. You can see those at premierarmor.com. If you use code SOE, it will get you 10% off of your order. John's last name stupid. I don't know. What are you talking about? You're having a conversation. $8.98 an hour. What are you? I don't know who you're talking to or what conversation you're having. We need test. We need test for the vac so I can make sure any future girlfriend is a pure blood. Well, they have it. I mean, they have it. She's going to have all kinds of metals. You can also detoxify a lot of that stuff. They have binding agents that are supposed to pull a lot of that shit out. Yes, just saw them in the text. I'm going to pick some up for my micro rig. Oh, the armor. Gotcha. You go to Optimize You. I found one in Lexington to find out real numbers. Yep. I use Jerry. He's a friend of mine. He's one of the owners. I have a very good 2-hour sit-down podcast I did with him on this channel. Anybody who's asking about hormones or testosterone or is even already doing it themselves should watch that video. I hate my primary. They're useless. Yeah, they just want to put you on drugs. My wife went to a doctor a month ago because she has gout in her big toe. So to get this prescription for this bullshit, she has to go see this doctor. Every time she sees this bitch, they tell her she's dying from all kinds of shit and they want to prescribe all kinds of stuff. They never even talk to her. So she goes to the pharmacy. She goes to the pharmacy to pick up this med, and they have given her 2 other medications that they never even discussed, and one of them is statins. They prescribe statins. Statins have never been proven to work. Statins put holes in your brain. Statins cause a ton of other fucking problems in people, to include dementia, and they fucking prescribed her that and never even said shit about it. Recreation, adult use where you're at, but helps what? What does it help? Well, no shit. You'll be useless if you smoke at work. You'll have slow reaction times. I don't smoke. I smoke when I'm home. Too much responsibility to be high that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just had a brain aneurysm removed April 29th. Spent April 23rd through May 2nd in the hospital. Made sure my neurosurgeon didn't give me any narcotics, etc. He respected that. Good. Oh, that's cool, man. John's right. The number 1 makeup of the brain is cholesterol. So statins reduce the top item your brain needs. Yeah. and then RX to cope with the side effect. Yeah, they want to give you a drug and then give you 2 more drugs so that the first one doesn't kill you, and then give you a bunch of other bullshit that's going to sedate you and fuck you up. They are drug dealers. Meanwhile, we're putting dudes in jail for selling weed. At least one doesn't fucking kill you. 100 years from now, they're going to look back at what the fuck. Yeah. Outgrew SOE belt. No, we don't do any belt resizes, man. We don't do any rebuilds anymore. Cholesterol is genetic primarily, though the more cholesterol you intake, the better your body will be at breaking it down. And there's different kinds of cholesterol. And there's a ton of testosterone is cholesterol. Hormones are cholesterol. Do you know they wanted to put statins in the water supply in California? Mansfield had a huge case against a few doctors for narcotics being overprescribed. They also do not take situations into consideration before prescribing something. Nope. They are drug pushers. They work for the pharmaceutical companies. And all your doctors are being taken over by big corporate, right? Fast Pace, Urgent Care, those are all major corporations in bed with the pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical companies run shit. Yep, they sure do. Yeah, SSRIs, absolutely, man. Thank you. Started ATV 315 down to 228. Thanks to you and Andy and Black Scout. Thank you. Started ATV 315. What is ATV, Clay? What is ATV 315? I'm not sure what that is. Jake, just get a hold of Optimize You. OptimizeYouNow.com. Talk to them. If there's not one in your area, find someone else. There's somebody there. SSRIs are terrible. Read Anatomy of Epidemic as a primer on SSRIs and their history. Men's Health Clinic. Yeah, they do want you to be unhealthy because you're easier to control. They don't want you to have testosterone. They'll give your daughter testosterone, but they'll give you shit about it. Wes, bad or good? What I don't know. Guys, your questions come through very out of order. You have to use whole sentences because I don't know what we're talking about a lot of times. Bad thing doctors are so yeah, because the whole system, they have to go through the Vanderbilt system. Vanderbilt, they own the pharmaceutical companies. In the 50s, when they switched it from naturopath to pharmaceutical, oil-based, petroleum-based products. That's the Biltmores, that's the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers. They made that whole school system so they could funnel all the doctors through so they could teach them to prescribe the medications. That's what it's all about. Remember, they've removed chiropractic. They don't have any health. They don't have any dietary. When you go to med school, none of that shit's in there. Yeah, food is medicine. You can grow your medicine. Guys, I was amazed. I was fucking completely floored when the comfrey salve Amanda did and the pain salve that she did actually fucking worked. Blew my mind. I watched her make it. We grew the fucking plant that is in this stuff, and it actually fucking works. East Tennessee checking in. Pop-Tarts are still your favorite prison food? Oh, shit. You've been in the wrong prison, bro. Ribeye and salad. Nice. I've been eating this filet. They call it frites. Filet frites. It's filet, and they overcook it over there, so I order it rare, and it comes out pretty good. And they serve it with a Not sauerkraut. What's that other fucking sauce they serve with like prime rib? What am I thinking of? It's kind of spicy. Anyways, that's what I had for dinner. It was very good. Being female, I can tell you there's many different needs your body has for cholesterol. Especially when pregnant. The baby's brain and spine development is dependent on it. Horseradish, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, horseradish. Yeah, and exercise. Every one of you guys should exercise. My guy Lewis that works here, he got back a week ago from Texas. He trained with Sonny Pazikas several times, right? Sonny's been a friend of mine since I was 19 years old, probably. I've known Sonny. And he challenged these guys to do 1,000 push-ups. Long pause, pregnant pause for a reason. He challenged these guys to do 1,000 push-ups a day. Per day. And my guy Lewis, he's almost got 1,000 push-ups a day. Every one of you should work out. No matter fucking what. I don't have time. I don't have money. You got all the excuses in the world not to work out. But most of your lives have something completely shitty in them. You all have time to work out. Fitness is free. You just have to work out. Even if that's just squats, body weight squats, whatever it is. It doesn't have to involve a gym. It doesn't have to involve money. Go find a t-shirt and tie it in knots. Fill it with sand or gravel and just carry that motherfucker around. Get a wheelbarrow. Fill it up with something and push that motherfucker around your house, your building, your job, whatever it is. I have 2 girls here that work here, and they work out every break. One of them works out, has a workout program and everything. Works out fucking 4 times a day while she's here. The other one, she hits the gym a little bit, and then she's fucking speed walking around the building. I'll bet she puts in an extra mile. Cardio and weights today, nice. Process, yeah, firewood's an ass kicker. You guys, when you're young, if you're young and you're listening to me, fucking do difficult things because they get more difficult when you're older. And the more fucking that you become accustomed to them when you're younger, the more it's going to prolong your life in the back end and it's going to make it easier. And processing firewood is no fucking joke. Whether you're swinging a wood blaster and a sledgehammer, or you're using a splitting maul, or you're using a normal maul, or even if you're just fucking chopping wood and running it on. I have a full-blown wood processing outfit. Log splitter, 4-way wedge, hydraulic, lift gate, the whole deal. I am still beat to shit after I process firewood using that machine. Yeah, cardio. Farm fit. Just go do everybody, we all think we're badasses when we get up at 4:30 and we go work out. Every farmer in the world's up by 4:30 working out. What special medicine? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Stop calling weed medicine. My medicine is fucking weed. Started out 315, down to 223. Thanks to you and Andy and Black Scout. Right on. I actually know Black Scout. I've not met Andy in person. I do have a friend that is a business partner with Andy. I listen to all their content. Always walks fast, never stop. Yeah. Urgency. You want people in your life who do things urgently. If it's something that I want to do, I do it quickly. If I don't do it quickly, I don't ever do it. I'm not interested in doing it. If it takes you talking me into doing it, it's never going to succeed because I don't want to do it. Some people's lack of urgency angers you. Yeah, you got to leave them. They're not part of your life. Got a little snack tonight, so eating a tuna packet, nice. 200 pull-ups, 200 sit-ups, 200 push-ups, 200 squats per day. That's badass. tractor or skids. Use it. I've got a grapple bucket, got an auger, got a tiller, got a toothed bucket. Thank you, Bob. Have a standard 6-foot bucket. Pisses me off when I go shopping and someone they just screw around. Don't cut them out of your life. Weed is a crutch better than pain. Oh, 100% it is. It is 100% better. When I'm around motherfuckers that function fully, and when they take weed, they fucking, it retards them. Practice the art of willingness. Be willing to do things that you don't want to do. Yeah. Yeah, get good at doing things you don't want to do. Do things you hate to do until you enjoy doing them. Do them quickly. Nobody wants to get up early in the morning. Nobody wants to get out of that nice warm bed. Think about it. When you ran downstairs to see what Santa Claus brought you, you got the fuck up really fast. When you were waiting to go to Disneyland, you got the fuck up really fast. You just don't have anything of importance in your life. You're going to be a Navy SEAL? Right on. Stopped smoking about 3 months ago. Wish I did it years ago. Yeah, I stopped drinking. I say that. I had a drink tonight. I stopped drinking at home. Every night I'd get off of these videos and I'd go make a drink and I'd sit in bed and go through emails and do social media. I just cut that out. Stop drinking. Getting her done. Get her done. What was the belt at the beginning called? It's a padded war belt. It goes with this padded suspender set. Quit drinking this year. Yeah, it'll change you. People know. You don't even have to tell them. People see it on you. We deal with some other people that need to stop drinking. Their performance and their execution would be immense. Their physical appearance would change drastically within just a couple of weeks. I was just telling my dad I haven't had a drink since January. It's awesome, man. That's fucking great. I have 2 drinks a week, Friday night and Saturday night. Right on. Quit drinking in 2009. And guys, I've never been drunk. I've never been out drunk driving. I don't drink in public. I just chose to stop because when I'm going to have 1,000 people here and I have to get on stage and there's cameras, the fastest way for me to improve my physical appearance is to stop drinking for 4 weeks. I stopped drinking almost every SRF. I stopped drinking for 4 weeks. I just didn't start again this time. Get up early when the driveway alarm goes off at dawn, and my wife says, the sheep are headed up the driveway. OPSEC, loose. What the fuck are you talking about, retard? Who are you having a conversation with? You come in here with OPSEC. Okay. Whatever, ninja. You're on the fucking internet. You don't have any OPSEC. Gave up beer because I felt it. Oh, fuck yeah, it is. Beer is eating a loaf of bread before you go to bed. When do you drink? In the morning when you wake up or at night before you go to bed? Beer is fucking worse than having a fucking margarita or whatever. Like when I would do a margarita, it's 2 fingers of tequila in a cup this tall, and then there's a sugar-free lemon lime soda with a ton of salt. Beer, fucking ton. You're eating a loaf of bread. You're physically beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like most humans. Whiskey is king, man. I will drink whiskey if somebody pours it and makes a drink or something. I'll sit and drink, or while guys are having a cigar or something. It's not my choice, though. Drill sergeants have loose lips. Poured all my bottles out, gave them away. Start of COVID, right on. Start of COVID, I spent $100,000 on alcohol. Not really, but I started stocking it a lot more. I still have tons of alcohol. I've got a very nice bar. Hardest thing I had to do was quit was, yeah, sugar. Yeah, sugar is the fucking real addiction, isn't it? I can't handle any booze in my system. You're better for it, man. Always park away from a store halfway out in the parking lot. Exercise without trying. Unless it's night. They are snatching up females. They are snatching people up, throwing them in vans. Before you walk out the door, have a plan to kill whoever you come in contact with. Head up, phone in the pocket, both hands empty if possible. Be prepared to be loud, be prepared to be violent very quickly. They are people are getting fucking thrown in vans all over in every state. Stopped drinking 8 years ago, lost 50 pounds, stopped needing a CPAP and heartburn meds. Yep. Weed is very addictive, especially the longer you smoke. Started COVID, I poured bourbon on my ankle alcohol monitor before I removed it. Took me many tries to quit sugar. Lost so much weight the following week after quitting. I bet you felt better, man. I bet it removed so much inflammation. Oh, it'll be loud, Josh. Have your keys in your hand. Park your car under the light. Hey man, are you doing a shower stream soon? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Speed, surprise, violence of action. Shut the fuck up about... Hey, you're banned, Hayden. You're gone from here. You know who has a fucked up life? You just put two and two together. Don't talk bad about weed. You're not a dude that I'm ever going to do anything with. And if you have to come on and tell people not to talk shit about weed, imagine how fucked up your life is. And imagine, I feel sorry for your family. Why skyline yourself? Homie used to refer to your gay friend. Look up the word. I own a weed business and I talk shit about weed. Look, I don't care if you guys smoke weed. I don't want to rely on you while you smoke weed. I don't want to pay you. I don't want you on my payroll while you smoke weed. You do when I'm paying you, we're performing a task. You want to smoke weed? You do that all fucking weekend long. You better not come in here smelling like it or looking like it with the bloodhound eyes and shit. Dude comes in here like that, I know he is not going to perform in the manner that I expect him to. Who's snatching who and throwing them in van? Cartels, sex trafficking, children and women are getting fucking snatched up at an enormous rate, like huge, like 3 times over any other year. Andre, hey, I only have 5,000 videos here and do this video every fucking night, but it's the weed that you decided to comment on. Never tried it. I mean, we can compare bank accounts. We can compare each other's social medias and see whose life looks fucking awesome. I can smoke weed and people never know I'm high, but I can tell a difference in your performance, of course. Pregnant ladies getting snatched a lot. Is that true? Is that the case? So that they can take the babies? Andre, you're gone, dude. You can say whatever you want in your living room. You cannot in mine. You cannot come on here and say shit that distracts what I'm saying. I just remove you from my life. And that's what all you guys should do. When you have a distraction in your life, especially somebody that doesn't matter, some random person who has finally decided to show up on your internet, block those motherfuckers. Remove them. If you have an argument with somebody, or you have a back and forth, and you find yourself a couple hours later wondering what that dude said or looking for him to say something, remove that motherfucker. Imagine if you just removed people from your life that irritated you. Imagine how much more room and proper headspace you would have to succeed at whatever you want to do. Ohio, very high on human trafficking. Case and Roberts, gone. Does your X harness fit the Haley D3? So I don't know about Travis's rig. I also don't make an X harness. My X harness that we made was huge. It only came with our biggest rigs. All of our rigs, including all our large rigs, come with a H suspender, not an X, because it doesn't need the X. Guys would buy the X harness, put them on micro rigs, and the spacing, they would wrap them and rub their necks, and it would they would complain about them. We stopped making the X altogether. Travis is a buddy of mine. I knew Travis when he was in the Marine Corps. He was in my shop many times. Travis wore my gear every time he was in combat. In Najaf, Travis was wearing SOE. Mookie was wearing SOE. All of the kit he wore, when he started making gear with his company, he asked me to make rigs for him. I sent him 2 full NSW kits. I cannot produce them, and he has something different now. I cannot make enough rigs to sell Travis rigs. I sell everything we make direct to my customers. Had to end a few relationships as late because they were taught. Yeah, remove them. It is you have to have, if you got to be around positivity. If you're watching negative shit on the internet is going to give you more negative shit. If you turned off the internet and didn't worry about World War III and doom and gloom, and only watch shit that made you money, watch how to make money, watch how to perform, how to be in better shape, how to grow some food, how to be healthy, and you only watch that, you would get a lot more shit done, you would be a lot more mental headspace and a better headspace, and you would perform better, and your bank account would go up. Now, with that said, you have to have positivity in your life. It is almost more important that you remove the negativity than even add new positivity. Remove the negativity. That means block people. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm not doing a fucking thing with you. Every time I hang out with you, all you do is tell me a bunch of fucking shit wrong in your life about people that I'm never going to meet, and I don't fucking care. Stop going places and doing shit with people that you don't want to do. Yeah, you produce what you consume. That's very true, man. Just like on a racetrack, where your head goes, you go. Have you ever thought of putting a tab on your fupas so you can rip open the pouch? You don't fucking need a tab. That's stupid. Somebody needs to just tell you how to do it. We did it all through the 90s. You have zippers. Butt your zippers up. You see those loops inside? You don't need a fucking tab. Butt your zippers up, grab the material, and rip the fucking bag open. Right? It's on you. Just grab it and rip the fucking thing open. However, see that loop? That's so you can put 550 or a monkey fist or a tab, and then you can stage it either side where you want it. That's what those tabs are there for. They're also there for, if you're running a trigger guard holster with just the trigger guard, you can girth hitch it or tie it to any of these, so when you pull it out, it removes the pistol from the trigger guard. It also is there so that you can run 550 from these top 2 to these top 2, and you can set this up as a drawbridge. It'll limit it, right? So if you're working off of it as a surface for an admin, or if you're using it for fly fishing or EOD tools or breaching manual entry lockpick sets. Whereas if I put a tab there, now you got a fucking tab in there that maybe is in the way and maybe it's not in the way. People not realize how much the words they speak and how they speak affects the conversation. Yeah, it actually opens up the universe. When you're operating in negativity, you have a lot more negativity coming to your life. Malcolm Palm, thanks for your orders, man. Joshua Taft, what's up? Vincent Everett Ellison, Tucker Carlson. I've not seen it, man. What's the pink material you use? Cordura? All the material we use is Cordura for the most part. I'm looking for something pink here. It's Cordura. Haley rigs use thinner. It's not as heavy duty as micro rig. Yeah, I intentionally don't use 1-inch clips. We use 1.5 inches so that you have an 1.5 inch strap because it cuts in less and it is more stable. We have used 1.5 inches for 35 years. We stayed with those buckles. Now, but John, I can't put that into my clips on my armor. We gave you 1.5 inch tab. We gave you 1-inch tabs. If you're going to put it on armor or you're going to use Swift clips or something, put a repair piece of buckle in here. Now you got 1-inch buckle here. Cut these 1.5 inches off, and now you can use 1 inch. But John, I might want to go back and forth. Then get a repair buckle, get a repair 1.5 inches, take your 1-inch repair off, put your 1.5 inch repair back on, you're back in business. What all do you use the Milwaukee Packouts for? Always interesting to see. So there are hundreds of companies, and they're whole. Are we back on? There's companies, hundreds of companies that exist solely making accessories from Milwaukee Packouts. I use Milwaukee Packouts to put my tools in. I have all kinds of tools, duplicate tools all over the place. I have employees constantly that will lose tools or just not put one back. I keep an entire set of tools that they don't have access to, and that's what that Milwaukee Packout stuff is for there. The Milwaukee Packout over here is what Evan uses, and Evan carries, he rolls these in out of truck, and he has all of his radio stuff and all of his little small pieces and stuff for sale and repair, and he is doing a 2-day radio class. Now, with that said about my employees losing tools, that is not my current guys. My current guys come with their own tools. I have one Packout for plumbing, one electrical. Nice. Depends on tool, rigs, useful. I'm down, just happy to be here. His micro rig, stacked micros, nice. I still have yet to pick one up. Your products do a lot. I carry a SIG. What all do you use the Milwaukee Packouts? What rig do you recommend? Beneficial display. Just depends. What magazines, what rifle mags do you want to carry? How many do you want to carry? And what do you want to be able to do with the rig? The real answer is just like footwear. You need multiple different ones. Just like tires. You need different tires on different vehicles. It's a tool. My tools don't migrate. Got a tool set for every purpose. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm in a 16,000 square foot building. I have tool sets all over here. I have a tool set in all the outbuildings. I 100% understand. I have tool sets in the vehicles. Pack out for the win. Keeps my tools and headwear easily accessible. Nice. They're heavy though, guys. When you start adding a lot of pack out stuff is heavy. These are all toolboxes out here. There's two giant ones, one behind the other one there. You show a micro rig and quick run through. I'm gonna go in here and show it to you. Go to the website, look at the video. We have made really good videos on all of those rigs. Better than I'm gonna show you with one hand while I hold this giant iPad. So many sets of tools that my mama had 3 sets. Chris, what's up, man? Jody, what's going on? How are you? July 13th, we're having a party here. Everybody is invited. There will be people coming from around the world as always. The party is free. We'll have music. We'll have different performances. We'll have vendors. We'll have a bonfire. We will have food. Everybody is welcome to come. Bring your friends. If you're a vendor, if you sell a product, if you produce a product, sell a service or a good, get in touch with us. There's no charge to be a vendor here. Have any tents? I do not have any tents for sale. Are you standardized on a cordless brand? Nope. I've got yellow and I've got red. I even have them right next to each other. I have a bunch of this shit. That's just a piece of it. I've also got blue cobalt stuff, 80 volt. Happy Father's Day. Right on. Thank you. You too. I've never missed a party. I'll be there. Self-Reliance Festival is going to be a big one. We're pushing, planning for 1,000. We have lowered the price of the attendance for you guys. We have lowered the price for the vendors and added a lot of value. The VIP dinner is going to be on another level. It's going to be awesome. All the performances are going to be awesome. All of the guest speakers and the demonstrations and the demos. And you can get tickets at selfreliancefestival.com. If you're not sure what the show is, you can check it out on this YouTube page right here. Just type in Self-Reliance Festival on my page and you'll see a bunch of videos of it. But we have a website, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have YouTube for it. Hello, I need an order. Well, order on the website. You need thousands. Well, go ahead and send me deposit for thousands of dollars and then we can discuss it. We can do it. We can start right through Cash App. What's your Cash App? I'll send you an invoice. Oh, somebody asked about micro rigs. What do my AK slings cost? $65. You can get single point or 2 point. AK M4 micros, I've got them in Woodland. I've got them in OD. I have a lot of versions in left hand, which maybe doesn't matter because the rig's only 13 inches across anyways. We make micro rigs. We have made, I'll bet we've made 400 micro rigs in the last 60 days. Flashlight holders, AK flashlight holders, mag dump pouches. We make mag dump pouches. I don't have anything called an AK flashlight holder. Run. What does it matter if I'm a veteran or where I served? Everybody wants to qualify that. Are you a veteran? I know a lot of veterans that are fucking pieces of shit. And I know a lot of fucking great dudes that were not veterans who did way more than most of the people you set on a pedestal. So, what does it really matter if I'm a veteran or not? I know Scully has been traveling the world, but when will the members see a new Pulling the Thread? We recorded almost 8 hours of content on Wednesday. I am sure there are being things edited and cleaned up right now that will be going up very soon. Amanda and I did about 2.5 hours of question and answer on Friday. I'm sure if you're a member here at the $10 member level, you will be seeing Pulling the Thread very shortly in the next few days, and you will see Q&A probably on BDU Kim. I think what you won. Is that what you're talking about, Woodland? Or are you talking about multicam? Show the SH then. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, they are $3 Alibaba, and I'm going to dip them in. Well, then go get them on Alibaba. That's where if you're talking Alibaba, you should buy all your shit on Alibaba. Because I'm the most expensive company that there is. I'm also the best. If you find a company making something similar to what I make, and I look on their website and they charge more than I do, I will raise my prices. Is level 3 plates dead? No, there's still companies making that shit. Run. When I said that, that was addressed to your comment. So I'm waiting for your reply. Fupa XL Dangler. No, we've never made one. No, not the chest rig. Yeah, look through some things, people. Like I said, if you want to have this conversation for real, you send me a deposit. We can do it through Cash App right now, and then I'll take you seriously. If you want to have a real conversation, send me a deposit, and then we can go from there. Run. No, I'm not a veteran, buddy. I started this company when I was 17 years old, and I've been doing this ever since. No, I manufacture my own. Well, then why the fuck are you here wasting my time? You came here and said that you want to buy thousands, and then you said Alibaba, and now we've gone to I manufacture my own. How about you go fuck off somewhere else? Yeah, he's full of shit's what he is. He's also about to be banned from here because I'm competing. Gotcha. Well, you're gone now. If you want to compete, you buy some shit, you shut your fucking mouth, you buy one of this and one of that, and then you copy it, dipshit. But you couldn't copy our shit. Josh, look at his page, or somebody look at his page if you would, and see what his content looks like. You got any bump stocks? No. I thought bump stocks were stupid. Why don't you just do the paperwork and get real machine guns? Now, I thought the bump stock thing was turned around. I thought you guys can have bump stocks, but I think all of the bullshit put the bump stock company out of business. Has anybody checked this page before I ban him? You gotta have skill to compete. Yeah. Guys who are listening on here, 303 people. We actually build all this stuff right here. We just pushed a bunch of the sewing machines back today because we have a class going today and tomorrow. But all these sewing machines here, we actually sell all of this stuff here. We manufacture all of it. All of the gear you saw a minute ago up front, we build it all on these sewing machines. South Carolina did just overturn the ban, but you were right, already too late for most companies. Yeah. Le Petit, what's up? Will you have any new colors for t-shirts? I did laundry today, and all I have is black. No, I only do black shirts because I only wear black shirts. And if I wear a shirt that's not black, most of my clients are gun dudes. They are blue-collar guys. They have calluses on their hands. And if they wear a shirt that's not black, they will get a stain on it, and then the shirt will permanently be stained. So I typically only run black shirts every time, and I've been doing this for 35 years. Every time we have run a shirt that is not black, we have inventory on that shirt for over 2 years. It takes 3 years to sell out a shirt that's not black. I do 120 pieces every week, and we do them in black because they do not stain, and every time I've done them in something other than black, they do not sell out. Do you have a list of classes you host like Radio Made Easy? Radio Made Easy, yeah. Self-Reliance Festival. I mean, yeah, we talk about it all the time. It's you will know when they're going to happen. Radio Made Easy, Homestead Medical has done classes here. We typically run them also at SRF. So the canning one we did as part of the Homestead Apprentice guys. We had them out for a whole weekend, and we did a bunch of short modified classes back to back. We gave them a ton of information in a short amount of time. And yes, we did canning and food preservation. Entire closet black t-shirts. Yeah, I have about 400 of them. Is that new belt system meant to be run with an inner belt? It has an inner belt. Inner belt, just a single layer of scuba through your belt loops. Velcros to itself, does not need a buckle because you're going to cover it with this one. This one goes on. There's the inner lock. And then it does all you need. It just holds clip. This has 24 columns of pals. That means you can put 12 Rallyman mags on here. That means you can put 36 M4 mags on this belt, which is a 32-inch belt because that's what I am. That belt will hold 2-quart, 4-quart canteens, 100 or 200 round machine gun belted ammunition. It'll hold anything you want. These are the suspenders for it. You could use it without that. You could also use it without the inner belt. And then you can also still put a little placard on here in addition. Fast and forward, you are free to choose. So why do you think spending $30,000 on paperwork is better than a bump stock? Dude, get it. Who are you? The guy that asked me the question? Are you the bump stock guy? Question. Do whatever you want, man. You're a grown fucking adult. Your money. Buy whatever the fuck you want to buy, man. You want bump stocks? I think you should have a bump stock on your Glock. I think you should have you have a bump stock wherever the fuck you want it. I don't think there should be any rules or regulations about any of the shit that your corrupt government does to you. But you're not going to accurately sustain fire with a bump stock. Accurate being the key word there. You're just wasting ammo. It's fun. I'm sure you had a great time doing it. You're making tactical bags. Yeah, I make tactical bags. Hey, somebody go back and ban that dude that was in here. I never did see. Oh, somebody got him. Oh, Amanda banned him. Get an FFL with an SOT, manufacture. You can manufacture your own. Need that in OD. What do we need in OD? I'm going to load up before the November election on gear. I would suggest that you do it right now. Don't wait till the November election. You already saw them fucking the last election. Do you really think Biden won the last election? Yeah, 90% of rifle shooting is semi-automatic. Full auto is for breaking contact. It's not for shooting the enemy. It's for breaking. It's suppressive fire. And as a civilian, you do not. Starting to prefer business without government regulation. Yeah, yeah. You know who prefers government regulation? People that don't work. Matt Christopher, what's up? Black is good. XL tall would be awesome. When is Homestead Apprentice going to move? Have more? We have a little more content. We did not do Homestead Apprentice. We put it on hold. We invited the guys out for a weekend. They all came out, camped. We spent a lot of time with them. We did some business accelerators. We filmed a ton of content. A lot of that content is not coming out. It's just personal stuff, personal development, personal business development. We have some of it. The tree planting video that just came out, that was Homestead Apprentice. That was from that. Hold on, I'm putting some water in here. Yeah, there's two types of people, producers and bureaucrats. That's right. Producer, somebody that you seek out and willingly give your money to for a good, a product, or to solve your problem. If you need a dentist on Saturday night, you are willing to pay that dentist any amount of money he wants to meet him on Sunday and fix your problem. Bureaucrat, good example. You already bought a vehicle, you paid tax on the vehicle, you paid all the bullshit. Now you have to go to the DMV and pay them again over and over. You would never use the DMV if it wasn't for a bureaucrat. And the only reason you go is for the threat of violence. Because if you don't, they will give you a ticket. If you don't go to court, they will give you a warrant. Then men with guns will come and pick you up and bring you before a judge who will threaten to put you in jail. And if it wasn't for the violence and the guns, you would never use a bureaucrat for anything. Did you see Joe shit his pants? Yeah, everybody saw it. Absolutely. Just made my first triple mag pouch. Took a little over an hour. I see them on eBay for $12. Wild how cheap labor. That's because it's slave labor. People come on here all the time and they're like, is this a sweatshop? It's 11 o'clock at night, fuckhead. If it was a sweatshop, there would be people working 24 hours a day. And when they weren't working, they would be sleeping on the floor taking naps under their sewing machines. They use Uyghur Muslim slaves. They also harvest their organs. That's why you can go to China. China will guarantee 6 organs. You can schedule your lung, heart, liver transplant any day you want. They will guarantee it on that time of day, and they will give you up to 7 organs if your body rejects them. It's because they use slaves. Automatic sign up for selective service for males, 18 to 26 in the House, introduced Friday. Yeah, it actually passed, I thought. Bill is in the Senate. Yes, they are going to send your kids to war. What better way to get back at their enemies, the people they don't like, you, than to send your kids to die in a war that you don't support? Who's cuter, Sean Ryan or Mike Glover? Mike Glover's more handsome than Sean Ryan. Come on, man. I like both of them, but let's be real. Honest opinions and females in war. Females shouldn't be in war. They can't do what the man does in that role. And if you put a female in war, or you put her in a combat unit, the men are not going to operate at the level that they would without her there. They're going to worry about her, they're going to vie for her, and they're all going to be fucking her. When they put females on military ships, 90% of the females did not deploy on the military ships because they were fucking pregnant. The way things are going, Americans are going to be sent to defend Israel. Yeah, Israel's not the good guy. Though Israel, watch what happens here in the next 5 minutes when I say this. Israel is not the Israelites from the Bible. Do you remember the Jews? Do you remember that? When we say that, I mean the elites. The 1%. Why do all of your politicians have dual citizenship with Israel? You're not allowed to have dual citizenship. Why do your politicians? Those are the puppet masters. They think you should be dead. And if you're not Jewish, they don't think you should be alive. Had the FUPA on the range today and was asked, is that an acronym? Yeah, it stands for Fat Upper Pussy Area. You little pussies that keep saying pelvic, those are fucking words. Just like them motherfuckers that say the Bible says thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not kill. It says thou shalt not murder. There's a lot of fucking murdering in the Bible. It does not say thou shalt not kill. John Lovell's more handsome than both. Yeah, but he's a midget. John Lovell's a midget, guys. Like in California, John Lovell would have to have a booster seat to drive. Ashkenazi Jews, yeah. What does Talmud say about Christ? What does it say? I don't know. Tell me. You eat corn the long way? Well, I mean, I don't know about eating it, but I bet you got about 3 cobs of it up your asshole. Double nickels. Imagine dying for people that killed Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? Why are you so gay? Follow the word of the Lord. What are you fucking talking about? How many homosexuals are in the Bible if we're following the word of the Lord? But John, the Bible's not the word of the Lord. No, the Bible is word of men. Half of it's not there. The other half has been rewritten. But how many homosexuals are in the Bible? Anybody know? Because I don't know. Why are you so gay? I'm married, dipshit. This shall not talk bad about Jews on YouTube slows your frame rate. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of people show up here that take issue with that. They have little groups on Facebook. When you say something, they notify their buddies, and their buddies' phones get notifications, and then they pour into the videos. It's like bots, but they're actually they're real people. If we ordered 2 days ago with Trump code, will that still work for the t-shirt? I don't know what you're asking me. Reframe that question so that I understand what you're asking for. If you ordered a t-shirt on that order and you buffering. Hello? Hello. Guys, I don't know if I'm live or not. You're back. Okay, weird. Must have found a dead spot. Start talking about the Jews and the stream goes crazy. Your live will interrupt after you mention the Jew. Yeah, the Jew. When we say the Jew, we don't mean Jewish people. That's not what I mean. I don't mean people who live in Israel. I don't mean like the guys that run really good delicatessens with smoked meats and fish. That's not who I'm talking about. Be reborn in the Holy Spirit. Yeah, guys, the Torah thing, right? The Torah seems like pretty good. I mean, I know every time I say this, people are like, yeah, but there's these other things in there. Like one of the Torahs is if you have a flat roof and you allow your neighbors to be on your roof, have a railing around your roof. Do not shit on the ground in your village, right? Like that's there's Torah. It's funny, he even said, watch what happens. Yeah, it happens all the time. When we did that the other night, about 4,000 trolls showed up. And we would ban the same account over and over and over, and it was unbannable, or they had multiple accounts that appeared to be the exact same account. They were saying they came from somebody named Ghost, some YouTuber that's got 4 million followers. Apparently, he's a Jew. Do you support Palestine to defend their country? Nope, I don't support Palestine. You want to support Palestine? I think you should get on a fucking bus and go to Palestine. I also don't support Israel. Palestine's had it coming. And that whole fucking Palestine Jew hating each other thing, it goes back to forever. before any of us were ever walking the earth, right? Let them handle their shit. Russia, Ukraine, let Russia do what Russia's going to do. We should not give a fucking another dime to Ukraine. Ukraine didn't do the money to set up, they didn't use it to set up defenses. It is just our politicians stealing money. That's all it is. Do you know what they're going to put? You know what's going to be in Ukraine soon? BlackRock already has contracts to rebuild Ukraine. They're going to take all those fucking Muslims that are in France stabbing people. They're going to take all those criminals that are walking around Europe. Where'd they come from? Those weren't just normal Africans. They weren't normal folks. They emptied their asylums and their prisons. That's why they're doing criminal shit. That's who's going to populate Ukraine. Pharisees followed the Torah. Jesus came to restructure righteousness. Do you support Palestine? So am I clear about Palestine? I don't support Palestine. Not one piece. Palestine had this coming. With their fucking flyover and snatched up 1,000 people on the holiday, right? Women and children, raped them, took men. You guys probably haven't heard this, right? They took families. They went into houses in Israel, took them in, screwed their hands to the wall while they raped their children in front of them. That's the common thing. They screw their hands to the wall and make them watch. They had it coming. But John, what about the women and children? Not my fucking problem. If I got a dude in my neighborhood and he's launching his cannonball cannon and they come in and they ruin my neighborhood, I should have fucking stopped the guy with the cannon. You mean like the guy Kanye was talking about? Yep. U.S. has been doing corrupt nonsense in Ukraine for 20 years. Yes, Ukraine had a election. The CIA overthrew it. Do you guys know what Banana Republic is? Do you know what the Banana Wars were? Do you know where that came from? Fascinating, actually. If you haven't heard it, it's very entertaining. You should check it out. That's what they're doing all over the world. We are not the good guys. Your government has not been what it's supposed to be since they killed JFK. There's not been a normal, real election. You got proof. Jax, fuck off. Do I have proof? Go someplace where you want to be. Do I have proof? You to believe what you want to believe because you have no bearing on any of it anyways. None of us do. It doesn't matter. You would literally be happier and probably a lot more successful if you didn't have internet. If you didn't know any of this shit was going on. If you didn't use any social media, your life would probably be way better. Well, it would be. It'd be way better. Streams bouncing all over the place, yeah. At a deep level, sure, America is still the good guys, though. Yes and no. You, as a citizen, we have this idea that these other countries are enemies. Bin Laden and some Saudi Arabia didn't come over and blow up the World Trade Center. We didn't kill, why did we kill Gaddafi? Does anybody know why they killed Gaddafi? Do you know what Gaddafi was doing in his country when they killed him? He was greening the desert. They were moving an aquifer through there. Thousands of miles of water. They were giving anybody who got married in Libya, any Libyan who got married, They would give them a $50,000 interest-free loan, and they would give them 5 acres of property to start farming. Free water. They were backing their money by gold. They were going to back the dinar by gold again. Yeah, his country was debt-free. Who else had that in common that we went in and overthrew for weapons of mass destruction and terrorism? Who else was doing the same thing? Gaddafi dared to try to sell his oil for anything beside the dollar. Yeah, Saudi Arabia just announced they're doing the same thing now. Wanted African gold dinar. Side plates. No, we don't sell any armor, buddy. We only do sewing here. Check out Premier Body Armor. If you use code SOE, they'll give you 10% off. This shit is stuck for me, John. Just reboot, just back out of your feed, close the app, and come back in. Hitler's still alive. No, Hitler's not still alive. He died in 1963. Hitler's too old to still be alive. Do the math, guys. Why did Hitler do what he did? How did he come to power? Why did so many people follow Hitler? You only know a version of World War II that was taught in grade school. You know that they don't even teach about Hitler anymore in grade school? Do you know that in high school? Do you know anybody in grade school or high school? Ask them about World War II. They don't even teach about the camps. They don't teach any of that shit. It's not in the curriculum any longer. Did I not watch Tim Kennedy? I did watch Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy said he's not still alive. Tim Kennedy said he died in 1963. There are villages all over Argentina. There is video, there is film of Hitler and Greta, what's her name, in Argentina. But he died. He's not alive. He physically can't still be alive. They barely teach about the order. Yeah, Greta Thunberg. He ain't 134. One place over there runs the debt-based banks, and every time one of their neighbors want to go gold, we go to war. Yep. His grandsons play an extra in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Holy crap, I had to file my taxes, and now the live works on my phone again. It's Greta Von Helm, right? Am I in Utah? No, I am not in Utah. I'm in Tennessee. We are experiencing the Fourth Reich in America right now. Persecution, Jews in America, what the fuck? Jews? I'm not Jewish, and I know a lot of people persecuted in the United States. I think we are experiencing something akin to the Fourth Reich. What about the Star GA in Iraq? Never heard about. Are you talking about the Stargate or the Star Forts? Have you guys, you know what Star Forts are? If you've not, you should look up Star Forts. There's one right in Nashville. What do you recommend for common? I don't know what you're asking me. Milwaukee Red. I've got Milwaukee and I have DeWalt. I like black and red better. I like Milwaukee. But the truth is, if you did a blind taste test, if you blindfolded people and had them use the DeWalt fit and finish is better. Milwaukee has really shit the bed. It looks like it's 20 years old. When Milwaukee releases a new product, whoever designed that motherfucker, it looks like a fucking, it looks like it was made, it's 20 years behind DeWalt. Yeah, books that are 1950s, guys, especially encyclopedia sets. Atlases, maps, the entire shit's been changed. Europa, the last battle. Milwaukee batteries last long. Is that true? last longer. Is that correct? Do you guys know you can get plates so that you can interchange your Milwaukee batteries with DeWalt batteries? Blew somebody's mind right now, didn't I? Do you know when your batteries run out and like these 80-volt batteries over here, these cobalts that are going bad, do you know you can buy generics? You can buy them right off Amazon. Yep, adapters. Stupid question. Do Milwaukee and DeWalt batteries interchange? You can get adapters. Ever liked Makita? I had Makita, the very first power. Man, I'm 52. I remember putting screws in with a screwdriver. We used to drill a pilot hole with a drill and screw the screw in. The first power drill we had, and it was not a driver, it was a drill that you could put screws in with, was a Makita, and I think it was 9-volt. Waiting for the Milwaukee pack out with the hot dog rollers. Guys modify those things and put all kinds of cool shit in them. Our history is not what it is actually. Yeah, you're right. 7.2. I'm sure Matt Christopher is correct. Scott Hassan, what's up, buddy? What branch am I in? I'm in the motherfucking American pays too much taxes, unvaxxed, raise my family, wants to be left the fuck alone branch. I'm in the I employ a shitload of people branch. I support multiple families. Thank you for doing business with us. You feed a lot of families. Love social media war even amongst tool users now, but gay jokes are funny. Yeah, I don't care whether you're Ford or Chevy. I have them both. I also have a GMC. I don't care whether you're Milwaukee or you're DeWalt. I have them both. I have almost all the same tools in both brands. I don't care which one you are. I'm accomplish the mission, get the task done. I don't care what color tools you use. I will not buy Milwaukee because it's owned by Chinese. Rusty Shackleford, that sounds fucking retarded. You really think DeWalt tools are made in the United States? Like, do you actually believe that? When I bought my first Porsche, a bunch of little cunts who never did shit for me came on the internet and said, I thought it said made in the motherfucking USA when I bought a Porsche. I bought the Porsche in the United States. I actually bought 2 of them. I bought a Range Rover at the same dealership. I bought 3 cars from that company in Atlanta. While I was in Atlanta, I stayed in a hotel in the United States. I ate sushi in the United States. I ran a promo code and made a fuck ton of money that weekend off the people talking shit with the elevated traffic on Facebook over those. When I have tires put on the car, those tires, they come out of Nashville by a dude in the United States. When those cars get serviced, they get serviced in Nashville. I have a buddy that works for Porsche in Nashville. A lot of you guys know him. He's on a ton of my videos. He's the top salesman. He's one of the top salesmen in the entirety of Porsche. When I bought a Toyota Tacoma because we were doing overland stuff and I wanted to be able to market my products to those industries, right? We bought the truck and guy said, I thought it was made in the motherfucking USA. Why are you buying a Toyota? Funny thing was, that was the most US made truck there was that year. More than Ford, Chevy, GMC, Dodge. The Toyota Tacoma was the most made in the United States. And I get it. I get support America. I use as much US products as I can get. But the unfortunate truth is most US stuff, there's something on the market that's better than it, and it costs less, and it does a better job oftentimes. But I don't think for 1 second that DeWalt is made in the United States. Anybody have any input on that or verify that? You want a truck that lasts. Yes, and when I say that, guys, When I say that, sitting on the property right fucking now, I have Ford, 2 Fords, I have GMC, I have a Chevy. Do I have a Chevy? Yeah, I have a Chevy Blazer. I do. I have a Chevy Blazer. I have a GMC Yukon. I have a Range Rover. I have Polaris. I have side by sides. I have everything. So I don't give a shit about brand. That's the same guy has Krispy Kreme filling in his pants when a Porsche pulls up. Yeah, must be nice. That guy's an asshole. Black & Decker is made in Jackson, Tennessee, and some of the DeWalt stuff is too. Okay. DeWalt is assembled in the U.S., Global Parts, UK, Mexico. Well, I happen to know, and I'm not brand loyal to either of these guys. We've gone off about this for the last 30 minutes. I think it's pretty clear. I don't care which one you use. Milwaukee built an enormous test facility building where they build Milwaukee tools in the United States. I know that because I watched 20 fucking videos from all the tool guys when they got invited out to the facility. I know Vince from VCG Construction. He's been in this building several times. He and I have done videos together. Pretty big tool review guy. And I know like Packout. I know the Milwaukee Packout. What the fuck's his name? His channel. He did a video there. A bunch of them dudes. So I mean, fucking roll the dice. Buy what you want to buy. But I'm not buying Milwaukee because of this. Let's be real. You don't like red and black? No problem, man. You already invested in yellow tools? No problem. I don't think it fucking matters which one you buy. I think they all work about the same. And it doesn't matter. You could buy whatever's rated to be the shittiest tool brand right now, whether it's Green or, Hart or whatever it is. It's still better than shit from fucking 10 years ago. The battery technology is better. I like a good deal on tools that work. Benchmade anti-2A CEO. Everywhere is, dude. Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply right now has a super vaxxer, super gay, going to Drag Queen Story Hour in Franklin, Tennessee. That's where he resides. And if you look at, they found all his social media and all the shit he liked and all the shit he said. He hates you. He hates you as an American with a family, hetero, traditional kind of family. Hates you. And that's the CEO of the company. They are doing transition surgeries under their medical insurance through Tractor Supply. They're doing all the fucking DEI shit through Tractor Supply. Lumpy, sumpy, dumpy. You shit in your pants? That's what it sounds like. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Free market capital. Yeah, it's all being bought by. They're all bought. The thing is, none of these companies, like you used to hear Ford, an American-owned company, they're not American-owned. They are not American-owned. None of these companies are still run, or none of the people who started these companies are even involved in these companies anymore. They build the brand, they buy the brand, and then they destroy the brand intentionally. It fucks up your morale when they take away the companies that the United States was built on, like Levi's. What you guys might want to be aware of, and maybe you don't know right now, Mexican delegates just had a big UN conference in, where were they? I don't remember, Switzerland or somewhere. This just happened like 2 days ago. Do you know that the country of Mexico is suing Barrett Firearms, Springfield, and like 5 other gun manufacturers? And the United States court said, yeah, fuck you guys. And then it was reheard through a higher court, and they are letting them actually sue them. They want to regulate the manufacture of AR-15s. This is Mexico, corrupt-ass Mexico. They said the biggest threat to human beings is the United States Second Amendment. This is another attack from the UN on the Second Amendment in the United States. And a court, I think it was in Michigan, said, yes, you can go ahead. We will hear and proceed with this lawsuit against U.S. companies by the country of Mexico. And UN is pushing this. If you guys haven't heard this, you might look into this. Tractor Supply is 20% owned by State Rock Black. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's where all their funding comes from. And you're like, well, we're just not going to use Tractor Supply. We'll show them. 100%. That's absolutely what you should do. Tractor Supply doesn't care. They get their funding through BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. It is all the DEI shit. It's the same thing that happened with Target, same thing happened with Budweiser. It's the, yeah, never mind that the ATF gave a bunch of guns during Obama to Mexico. The cartels are running rampant. Do you know that, it's illegal to own, do you know that there's only one gun shop? One gun shop in the entirety of Mexico? That's pretty fucking wild, right? One gun shop in Mexico. Mexican citizens of Mexico are not permitted to own a gun. Petrodollar agreement with Saudis expired June 9th. Yep, Saudi came out and said they're going to take other. Now, they didn't say they're not going to take U.S. They just said they're not going to make people convert all their money to U.S. They're going to take other currencies. Your mainstream media would have you believe that the United States is imploding, and in some manners it is. But a lot of it, they are saying things and making titles to get you to click because they are no longer relevant. Listen louder, LR. Put on some headphones, turn it up. Cartels about have a field day with the new president. Yeah, the new president is a female. I believe she is gay, and she is Jewish. You want to see what's happening? I mean, look at Ireland. Do the motherfuckers running Ireland look like they're from Ireland? Do they look Irish? We the people should sue Mexico. No, we should go clean up Mexico. Ed Calderon, I don't know if you know him, Ed's Manifesto. He put up some pictures of Mexico from 1995. And Amanda and I were looking at those. Her and I were both in Mexico a lot in those time frames. We used to go to Mexico once a month to Tijuana. The streets were clean, Senor Frogs, the border crossing, all that shit. Do you know Scully just went to Christchurch, New Zealand? He was all over New Zealand. He went to New Zealand. There was no security in the airport. There is no check. There's no checked baggage. There's no go through your shit. They don't have any of the problems. We do that in the United States so that we can employ retarded people who could not hold a job. We create all these unions for all these fucking people to harass you. Right? Remember all the 9/11 and the towers and the Patriot Act? We have to do all these things to stop terrorists. Why are they fucking making old women take their clothes off to fly on an airplane? Because it has nothing to do with that. Why did they say we need to get into all these security boxes, right? All your safety, your what are those boxes called at the bank that nobody should ever fucking use? The with the key, They have access. Any law enforcement can open that box, and the fucking bank safe deposit boxes. The bank will open those boxes. They are just looking to fucking take money from you. It's what it's all about. It's just further taxes. Every time they pass some shit to keep the United States safe, all they are doing is fucking making it more and more intrusive into you. Funny enough, they're letting terrorists across the border. Yeah, there are dudes killing terrorists in the United States. You just had an Army colonel from fucking Delta killed a dude from Chechnya. The getaway driver got away. He put 7 rounds in this dude in the back of his house in his backyard. The guy was taking photos of his children through the windows of the fucking house. Both of them had phones that were in Russian. When they questioned the getaway driver, he said we were taking pictures of work we did on the utilities. It was almost dark. It was on a weekend. They didn't have any uniforms on. This is happening all over the United States around military bases. Yeah, didn't the FBI loot a bunch of boxes? Yeah. How about asset forfeiture? Right? They do it on the roads all the time, right? I am scared to death when I have to send my son someplace to pick something up with cash. Grady Polk County, Florida was asked why they had to shoot this illegal with 68 shots. His answer, I don't know. It was 20 minutes from me. I grew up in Chula Vista, San Diego. I was around Chula Vista some. I grew up in San Diego. 18 to 20 every weekend to be in TJ. Yeah, it wasn't a problem. It was not a problem. Climate change myth shirt. It is a climate change myth shirt. It's oil crisis, melted ice caps, oil gone, acid rain. All we got was more control, more government, more taxes. Why is Idaho shutting off water to farmers? That's 500,000 acres. Those farmers have already planted potatoes. Their input cost is $4,000 an acre. Now, after they have planted the potatoes, they are saying they cannot use any of the well water. It's not just Idaho, guys. I'm very surprised to hear about Idaho. It is Idaho, Washington, California, Oregon, Colorado. There's another state. It happened in Texas. They had said, I was saying this 3 years ago, telling you guys, I heard dudes saying, the water is going to be a traded commodity on the stock market. What I really think is happening, like that Idaho thing, right? Do you remember when Trump said, we'll take all this other land and we'll put in super cities? Those are 15-minute cities. They're going to turn that water off. They're building this big, huge reservoir for a town, for a community that's being built that's not even there yet. But they're eminent domaining all these guys. They are breaking up farms. They do not want any normal citizen to be able to hold a large amount of land. They do also want to control your food if they shut down your food. You keep hearing about last year and the year before, you heard all these poultry farms and all these cattle farms, all these processors and stuff and grow houses for meat burnt down. And then about 4 weeks ago, one of the largest poultry producers in the United States is on fire, burning down. It's only the largest because the fucking 50%, all 50% of the largest ones already burnt down long ago. Almost a dozen states have outlawed rain collection. Yeah. Allowed versus able. Don't fucking tell them you're doing it. Have enough property and have gates and fences. FDA just approved lab-grown chicken. Yeah, they want to feed all that lab-grown meat to the military personnel. That's a big thing that's going on right now that everybody's up in arms over. Say the water levels are high from snow melt, but still limiting water to farms. Yeah, they also say that the ice caps are melting and it's going to raise the sea level. Statue of Liberty, still right where it was. You can still see the medallions where they poured the footings. Martha's Vineyard, everybody's still, all those millionaires are still buying property. Dan Pena said it was bullshit fucking a decade ago. PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, has a charge on your bill paying for California fire damage even though they caused the fires. Yes. Yeah, and then they put on all those smart meters. They can turn your shit off. All new housing developments. I don't know if it's state to state or if it's United States inclusive. I know they're trying to do it all United States. New housing, new communities cannot have natural gas. There's no fucking gas lines. You are going to only be able to have electric appliances. That's a fucking problem. I am seeing a lot of these places where they're putting in these electric car charging, and they've started construction and they've abandoned them. The globalists are the political minorities. Yeah, the Jews. When I say that, I don't mean people who go to church, Jewish churches and synagogues. I don't mean Jewish people. I mean the elite. Oceanfront property isn't going anywhere. Yeah, I mean it'd be great if California fucking broke off and fell in the ocean. I would run a massive sale. I would use the shit out of that to promote product. I might even take in some decent refugees. Having land is cool, but how long until they what? What do you think the percentage of people who understand that we pay the World Health Organization $600 million a year? You pay $60 million a week. $60 million a week right now to the Taliban. They just discovered some old attic photos. Turns out the ice has barely changed. Yeah, it's all horseshit. Dan Quayle even said he made it up. Like, he said he made it up. Like, all those dudes, they admitted they lied. Look at the astronauts said they went to the moon, who on their deathbeds and are now, super old, telling little girls, school kids, that they did not go to the moon. 405, 458, yeah. Last night when we got off, guys, we had 80,000 views last night. I'm in Arizona. Cali should broke off before everyone came here. Guys, you want to see some crazy shit? Look up a People of Phoenix. He just drives around and talks to transients and takes pictures of all the fucking drug zombies. There's tons of pages like that. Arizona Bay. I found Jaeger through you and Dr. Ken Berry. I have sheep here from Dr. Ken. I saw Ken Berry a couple days ago. His carnivore info and lifestyle has started curing my incurable autoimmune diseases. Yes, when you remove inflammation, right? You remove carbohydrates, and you hear like gluten allergy. Most people don't have a gluten allergy; they have a glyphosate allergy. You have a poisons and toxins and chemicals allergy, and typically meat is going to remove that. When you remove those things and you run off fats, that fixes a ton of problems for people. Having land is cool until the government comes and takes it. Then what? How much land do you have? How much land do you have? I don't want to make more money because I don't want to pay more taxes. I don't want to have kids and bring them into this terrible world. You can't take possession of Bitcoin, so you should never buy Bitcoin. Every time somebody tells me that, I'm like, how many $100 bills you got right now? If I had to bring my money to the table and you had to bring your money to the table, that say that shit never have anything. And that's the excuse they use. They argue with people they've never met, who they will never meet, who they have no influence over. And they have that discussion as though they need somehow to sway a person's opinion on the topic who they'll never know. Because it makes them feel better about their their inaction. I'm allergic to glue and gold paint. I'll bet you are. Yeah, land's the ultimate asset. I'm not going to buy a house because I'm not going to pay property tax. Man, I got a buddy who's got 22 properties in his portfolio. He is super glad that you guys don't want to pay property taxes. Sparta, Tennessee. What's up, Dennis? First time tuning in from Vegas. Where are you located and what's your channel? Business. I started this company 35 years ago in San Diego. I was 17 years old. I am in middle of nowhere, Tennessee, between Memphis and Nashville. On 10 acres, I have a small homestead farm. We do some different events here. We have Self-Reliance Festival, where we have between 500 and 1,000 people show up. And we have people from the permaculture space and regenerative agriculture, some politicians, a lot of business type stuff. Really just how to live free without property, and you have no say over what I do. If I'm not harming somebody directly, if I don't directly harm you, you have no input on what I do. And then I run this business. We build all of this stuff, and we build it right here in this building. There's 52 sewing machines, and we sew all of this stuff. We ship it all over the world every day. So, having been in business 35 years, I started business before the internet. So I know a little bit about the internet, and I know a lot about social media. I have over 3 million combined full-length video podcasts that are about 2 hours apiece, one with my wife and one with a friend of mine. We know a little bit about raising kids. We've raised 7 kids. All of our kids are successful. They don't have drug problems. They all have businesses or jobs. They are all having children. They are buying properties. So I know a little bit about how to raise kids. I know a little bit about how to have a wife. My Tennessee for 20. We've been off and on for probably years. More together than not. And I've just done a lot of shit. And I have a lot of interesting stories. And I'm just out there. I'm very high profile. A lot of people know about me. New York Times wrote articles on me. So people just ask questions and I give them my opinion. 6 kids working on, that's awesome, man. That's the only way you're going to change the future. You have to have kids. and you have to teach them what you want them to learn. You have to instill your values. We send our kids to government school, and government school, most of the people in government school don't have kids. So your children are being raised by people who were not willing to have their own kids, and most of them are communists. And then we wonder why our kids come home and they're not our kids anymore. The government has even said those aren't your kids. But most places, it is as simple as, my kids don't go to your school anymore. I'm going to take over my child's education. And now you can teach your kids in the manner that you want them taught. Start a business, grow something so awesome that your children want to be a part of it when they're adults. Stop warehousing our elderly. Stop taking your old folks and putting them someplace so that you're no longer responsible for them. They raised you. Now you care for them. They are still of value. They just can't, dig a shovel or turn fucking big bolts and shit, right? But they can raise and help watch your children. I don't let strangers watch my fucking dogs, much less my kids. Raise your fucking kids. Grow a business so fucking awesome while your kids are watching you do it that they want to be a part of it. And then when you're older, you need to have a piece of property. You have multiple structures on the property. Your parents live on the property. Your grandparents live on the property. Your children live on the property. When you're older, you help raise your great-grandkids. History is his story. You have to tell your story, and you have to create and do things now that are worthy of telling the story. I have a lot of employees. We do things, and every now and then we get some little bitch that's like, why are we doing this? We could do this easier. The real answer is we're doing it this way because this is how I want the fucking story told 10 years from now. And it might suck, but I'm paying you the same price, and you knew when I fucking hired you what the fucking job was. If you're scared, motherfucker, go to church. I don't know what to tell you. But that's the real answer, and people don't want to do that. They want to sit and watch television. They want to eat bullshit and poison out of they want to eat clown food out of the fucking hole in the fucking brick wall. My children are only ones I know that have both parents at home. Yeah, that's another huge thing, right? 1971, we went off the last vestiges of the gold standard, and the government told your wife that she's of no value if she doesn't go work. 1971 was also the first time you put money in the bank, and every year the money decreased instead of increasing. Up until 1971, a man could go work 40 hours, support his wife and 2.5 kids, and have the American dream. That all went backwards in 1971. That's also when they started all the projects, right? Have children. Dad can't stay in the project if we give you government housing. It's all by design. You have to remove yourself from that. I'm a painter by trade. Protective coating application specialist. I am digging your channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ashley. Both of my girls are for sure Republican. My 13-year-old always sends me messages about when we'll buy. Man, if you want to change, if you want to take a Democrat and make them a Republican, and it's not Republicans anymore, right? Democrats aren't Democrats. What we are talking about is what used to be a Republican 10 years ago is now a Democrat. A Democrat is now a fucking absolutely insane liberal crazy person. Those are communists. It's communism that they're trying to usher in. They all work. Think about where your Democrats work. They don't run businesses, most of them. They work someplace where they only get a paycheck because that money comes from the other side that they steal it from via taxes. You have two kinds of people. Calluses, right? You provide a service. You provide a skill. You provide labor, whatever that is. And the people paying you, they willingly pay you. Nobody would ever use fucking the other side, a bureaucrat. You would never go to the DMV. You would never go to the courthouse. You would never go pay fines. That's only through the threat of violence, right? Because if you don't do that, they issue a warrant, they take you to jail, or they come to your house with guns. It's always for violence. That's the only reason you show up anywhere, is because they will kill you if you don't. And really, Republicans and Democrats, it's the same shit. It's like World Wrestling Federation, the WWE, right? When the Republicans are yelling at the fucking Democrats in Congress, when the fucking cameras go off, They're still raping the same children. They're still fucking doing the same drugs at the same fucking private clubs that you and I can't go to. It's the same thing. It's all for fucking show. It's bread and circuses. And when you remove yourself from that, I love the shirt, says it all. Yeah, man. We do a shirt every week. We do 120 pieces. We never rerun the shirt. Then this week's shirt cut, we just did Killdozer last week. Says I'd rather be modifying my Komatsu, secretly modifying my Komatsu. Says tread on those who tread on you, has the Killdozer. This was the week before. The next one, yeah, the tree's been thirsty. The next one coming out this week says unvaxxed and overtaxed. I think that speaks loud. And I put it on the front and the back. So when I'm standing in a line at a store waiting to order my food or whatever, the motherfucker in back knows exactly what the front of my shirt says. Republicans aren't the same. Watch your mouth. Fuck off. There's great men and fuck off. Like if you have to come on here and take issue with somebody who you've never met and never will meet, I make way more fucking money than you do. I fucking pay way more taxes every week than you do. I am employing way more people than you do. I think Trump was the best president. Times were better under Trump. Donald Trump Jr. follows my Instagram. He posts on my Instagram. I have friends that hunt with Donald Trump Jr. all the fucking time. So, but you're living in a make-believe world. If you really wanted, why do we have the IRS? Think about this. Why is it up to you to tell the IRS how much you owe them at the end of the year? They can just make it through the banking system, so every time money comes in, they steal 33% of it. They do that to keep you to have some kind of idea that you're involved in the system. They convince you to say things like, they took our tax money and sent it to Ukraine. No, they didn't. They take your tax money so that you still have some feeling that the system hasn't collapsed. The money they send to Ukraine, they just create. Your money's not sitting in an account and then they take that and send it to Ukraine, or they send it to gender studies in Pakistan where they kill homosexuals. They send all that money abroad so that people use that US dollar through the world because the system actually has collapsed. The strongest thing you could do is just like Atlas Shrugged, just stop doing it. I'm not playing your reindeer games. We no longer mind because you no longer matter. That's the real answer. Grow food, buy property, create a business, figure out how to keep as much money from your business as you possibly can. That's the answer. And guys who are listening right now, there's 420 of you on here, 460 now, it just jumped. I've run this business for 35 years. I've raised kids, I've raised family, we have grandchildren, and our kids are starting businesses. My son, who works in this business 40 hours a week, also works 80 hours a week at a factory. He also has all kinds of machining and manufacturing skills. I would say that we're pretty successful, and I am pretty lucky in that. I have a membership here on this YouTube page. It costs $10. All these people commenting here with stars next to their name, those are all members. I see a ton of you guys in here that are new. Thank you for showing up. I have 5,000 videos here on YouTube. We manufacture fanny packs and butt packs. We built stuff for the SEAL teams for years. We had career issue stuff with the Marine Corps, Air Force, the Army. Like, we build all the gear that all the tier guys are using, right? We build all that shit. If you want to know whether you want to do business with me, watch some of my videos. You'll see what we're really about. We do several events. You can all come here. We do several events. I'm going to have a party here July 13th. Anybody can come for free. Self-Reliance Festival, that's in October. We just lowered the price on the tickets because we want more people to be able to come in. We want to meet people. When I do this video every night, right now there's 331 people on here. I actually know 100 of them in real life. When I say friend, I mean we've sat down at tables, we've had meals, we know each other's children, we do business. Guys come on all the time and they go, what should I buy? And I go, you shouldn't buy anything if you have to ask. I would rather find out what you love to do, figure out how to turn that into a business, and then help you grow that business, and then we'll cross promote, right? Like Knife Guys, we do co-branding with a lot of different knife brands. They build 25 knives for me, we put our logos on. We've done cutting boards, we've done leather products, we do all kinds of shit. That's what I want to see every one of you rely less on the system and more on yourself, because that's who I want to do life with. I want you to move into our communities, right? I'm in Middle Tennessee. We have people in Ohio that have like-minded people that buy properties all around each other. We have people in Oklahoma. We have people all over the United States, North Carolina. I don't care where you settle. I just want to know that we're doing the same thing, relying less on the system and starting our own communities and growing and having our properties and being able to produce our own food. Do you believe sales shit? You're a fucking retard. Any captain, fucking what a cunt. I'm not trying to sell you shit. That's just it. There's always the dude that'll show up when somebody asks about Bitcoin. I'm like, every one of you should own Bitcoin. And guys are like, you shouldn't have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not reliable. And I'm like, cool, how much cash do you have? How much cash do you have? You don't have any cash. The dude telling you what you shouldn't do is never doing what he tells or takes issue with. I read 3 words. Okay, sales, I believe you're smart. I want second opinion. Draft or no draft? No, there should not be a draft. Draft is fucking terrible. I would also advise my children and your children not to go into the military. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, so the whole thing with the draft, most people listening to this are probably not Obama supporters or Biden supporters, right? You're not for Kamala Harris. What better way to punish you than to send your children to die in a war that you don't support? That's what it's all about. It's constant turmoil, right? If we turned off this thing, if we turned off this, would we know about all the crazy shit? Like if there's a comet's gonna hit you or there's missiles, somebody's gonna tell you. If you turned this off, I believe it's on purpose, right? It's the fight or flight. We need to keep you in a state where you are convinced that something's happening and you have to keep coming back to look at that. Oh my God, what's next? What's next? What's next? Because when you do that, you don't produce, you don't develop, and you don't succeed, right? It keeps you in that fight or flight. When you go to bed, you don't rest well. You don't wake up rested. You don't have energy, right? It's by design. It's on purpose. It's to keep you a slave, to keep you in that system. We need slaves to show up to work, right? Every one of my employees that shows up to work, I tell them all that they should start a company. I eat lunch. We cook lunch here for all of our employees. Like legit, like fucking meals, right? Like you would go to a restaurant and pay $50, $60, $70 for the lunch that we give everybody. It's made right here in this commercial kitchen over here. None of my employees have purchased eggs for the last 5 years. I've got 200 chickens here on the property. Trump would never introduce the draft. Yeah, like whether you like Trump or not, everybody's life was better under Trump. Everybody, unless you're an illegal alien or unless you're, So the meal, we all stand at a table, all of us, and eat together. So we talk, and I like this, or I do that. I go, you should do that as a business. You should start that, right? Take that thing that you love to create and figure out how to, like, I tell all of my employees how not to be my employee anymore. Most of them won't, though. Trump went on an impulsive. Trump went on impulsive. You spelled that wrong. Enough said. I don't know what to tell you. Like, don't like Trump? Who do you like? That's the real answer. How successful is your life? So that's the deal. So every one of my employees, I told them, hey, you should buy some Bitcoin. If you're not comfortable with Bitcoin, get on Cash App. Just get on Cash App and buy $10. And then when you turn on Cash App, you can hit the bottom right button and you can see Bitcoin, price of Bitcoin, how much you have, and how much it wants you to do that. It's $10. Every one of you drinks beer or fucking looks stupid as shit vaping, right? You vape, guys, you're going to find out that you are majorly fucked in the future, near future. Way worse. Like cigarettes, tobacco is not what they told you it was. You didn't have all that shit 30 years, 40 years before tobacco. It's when the FDA got involved and they started adding all the fucking poisons into tobacco. Like normal tobacco does not fuck people up. So that's the vapes even worse. So they have convinced you guys, I don't remember what the fuck I was saying. I've lost my train of thought on the tobacco thing. Yep, vape is bad, super bad. But you're getting poisons. Like you are literally buying poisons out of the grocery store. Yeah, grow your own tobacco. Yeah, and then the ATF will, like, it's crazy to grow tobacco and give your neighbor tobacco or sell a little tobacco to your friend. They come in like you have machine guns, right? Which also shouldn't be illegal. I was talking about Trump. Yeah, your life was better under Trump. The Bitcoin thing. I told all my employees, hey, that $1,400 you're going to get in that stimulus check. You all make good money. Buy Bitcoin. Just buy $100 in Bitcoin. If you put $1,400, that stimulus check, none of my family members got that $1,400. If you put $1,400 in Bitcoin, you would have $70,000 almost right now. It fluctuates between $60,000 and $72,000 off $1,400. If you put the $1,400 in a safe and you went and bought $1,400 worth of gas, it would have bought you twice as much gas as it would now. If you went and bought steaks, chicken, eggs, milk, it would buy you about half what it bought, right? Your government tells you the inflation rate's not what it is, it's down. The unemployment rate. Do you know the unemployment rate? Every time they tell you the unemployment rate, that falls off after what, 6 weeks? The unemployment is only newly unemployed people. It's not people that have fallen off and haven't gone back to work. Do you know when they tell you the inflation rate and the cost of living, they don't calculate fuel, they don't calculate electricity, and they don't calculate the cost of your housing? What do they calculate? Trump talks a lot of lies. He said he'll build the wall, and he did build the wall. He did absolutely start building the wall. You are incorrect. You were wrong. He said that he would deport the illegals, and didn't. He deported more illegals while he was president than the fucking 12 years prior. You're incorrect, man. You're just wrong. You don't like Trump. So we got it. You don't like Trump. Tell us something you do like. What's awesome in your life right now? What are you doing that's making your family better? And how you call yourself Rusty Shackelford? There's a fucking million of you assholes. You might actually be one of the ones I know, but most of you guys who have chosen a fucking cartoon character to represent yourself on the internet. Who do you like? What's awesome in your life? What did you accomplish this week? Tom Donald. It's Tom Donald. Tom McDonald. What the fuck did I stumble into? This guy is delusional if he thinks life was better under Trump. This is what you get when racist grandpa. Oh my God. Racist. You know they used to call James racist. You know he has two black grandchildren who he spent more time with his grandkids than the grandkids' parents spent with him. Black kids. And they always call James racist too. You study for ASVAB, you shouldn't have to study for the ASVAB. You should not go in the military. You should find something you like to do, figure out how to monetize that. It's easier than it ever has been. He's like CNN. Who, I don't know. I see all your guys' comments, but I don't know in what order or anything. That's racist. Fuck off. Fucking idiot. You know who I've never been called racist by? A black person. I have a lot of black friends. I've only been called racist by fucking random white dudes. They usually have no muscle tone. They usually have little man titties. They usually wear polo shirts. And they go in public like they don't own mirrors, most of them. Like, have you noticed, like, you want to see some crazy shit? Go to Walmart. When will war pop off in America? I think it's probably popped off in some places in America. That's racist too. Fuck off with your racism, you cunt. I mean, we don't even know. Ban that bitch. Just get her out of here. Damn dude is speaking the truth. Them racist is a communist. Yeah, it is. The term racist. Just like conspiracy theory. The CIA fucking made that term. I'm a black guy from Middle Tennessee. Love you and your understanding. Listen, guys, sunshine. I'm in Middle Tennessee also. I'm in Camden. The deal is, I don't care what you look like. I don't care if when we do Self-Reliance Festival, we have gay couples come here. Guys, I'm gonna get a battery. This iPad's about to die. We have gay couples that come here. We have black couples. We have black guys with white women and vice versa. We don't give a shit. When people come here, we come here for a common interest. Nobody cares. We don't care that you're gay. Everybody fucking knows. You don't have to tell us. You don't have to tell us that you're vegan. We know you're vegan. You look like shit. It doesn't have to be, hi, I'm Joe Schmo and I'm vegan. We know. If you have to, in your introductory, you have to tell us what your thing is, you're too difficult to be friends with. We don't want to be around you. If you go someplace for a common interest, that's the common interest. When you go to the Ferrari dealer, you're there because you want to buy a Ferrari. I don't care that you're a CrossFitter. We know you're a CrossFitter. But if you walk in here asking for a job, and you're wearing a gay pride sticker, and you've got gay pride flag tattoos, you're too difficult to have on my staff. We're not going to hire you. You come in here, and you're like a fucking, you just say, I'm John, I'm here for a job, I do the best job, I'll fucking earn money. That's it. That's the answer right there. But if you got all the tattoos, and you got a biohazard tattooed on your arm, and you got all this fucking bullshit going on, piercings in your face, look at me, you're going to be unemployable. You're looking for attention. You're too difficult to have around. I don't have friends that are difficult to be friends with. All right, got the battery. Social virtue signaling. Yeah, they have, their life is so fucking simple that they have to latch on to false problems. They have to create problems. Hey, if I turn this upside down, does it flip? Are you guys? Oh, no, it doesn't. This fucking iPad, when you put the charger on, it's on the bottom, so you can't sit it down. Biden 24. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Biden 24. You should chop your wiener off, too. Let me guess, you already don't fuck your wife. Explain the goatee. My fucking wife likes it. The crazy shit is, when dudes come on, are you sucking my dick? If you're not going to come in here and suck my dick, you don't get to have a fucking, you have no say in my grooming standards. Turning in the channel again, first time again after many years. Good shit. Bought a belt and a sling back in 2017. I will now be buying a rig as soon as I decide which one. Austin, buddy. So we're super difficult to do business with. I personally would not do business with me. I am very lucky that everything we make sells, and I have way more people that want my product than we can manufacture. That's just the deal, because I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in a farm. My employees all come here to work. We're in the most impoverished county of Tennessee, and I like it here. I have a big piece of property with gates and fences and dogs and floodlights, and it's like a compound here. And because of that, we can't really scale business. So I have a text app and I have an email app. We put a text out every night, and almost everything we make sells out in a couple of minutes. So once you decide what rig you want, I would move on it quickly. Do you know about Indian Navy Special Ops Marcos? No, I have no idea about them at all. We all, as a U.S. citizen, we all kind of laugh at India. They're always doing silly shit when you see it. Why a dude care about another dude? Yeah. It's not your nuts. Those are still in my purse. I didn't see what Keith said, but that's funny. Yeah, we have guineas all over the place. We sure do. We have dogs that fucking eat people. Like, I know people hear that and they think it's like, I don't know what they think when they probably hear, they think it's kind of like make-believe or made up.
They think you're exaggerating.
Exaggerating, yeah. AKM4 rigs are live. Live in your truck kit. Yeah. I just had 20 guys here today. Evan's doing a radio class, Radio Made Easy. And dude's like, all right, I'm going to order a micro rig. I'm like, why are you going to order a micro rig? They're sitting right here. Like, it's very rare that you can just get these things. Joshua Winnie, I need to hear it from him. I don't know what you're asking me. This is the first time I've seen you comment. Josh Winnie spent 4 years working here, and I spent 16 hours a day with Josh. I know Josh very well. Josh can probably answer for me whatever it is you're asking. Guys, I gotta pee real quick. I'm gonna set you up on top of the urinal. You got something on your chin. Yeah. I'm sure you have your dad's nuts on your chin. Fuck off somewhere else, simpleton. I had a big plate of filet mignon for dinner. Came back here, had a bunch of slices of watermelon that my man cut up and left in the fridge for me. Had some donuts today. My buddy Tim Riley brought over from Dixon Donuts. Best donuts in the world. Like legitimately, like best donuts I've ever had. And I eat donuts everywhere. That's why I'm fat. $400 people. We just jumped down to $2.99. I see. Guys, I see somebody, the $14 in super chat. I didn't read that. I've lost that chat, but thank you. I'll go back and try to find that. Glazed donuts are the best. Man, they do a what are those? Are they turnovers? Is that what they call them?
What?
The donuts.
Fritters.
No, not the fritters. What's the other one? With the strawberry and cherry and the braid.
The Danish.
The Danish. Yeah, Danishes. It's Dixon Donuts in Dixon, Tennessee. And he brought all kinds of them, but there's maple. There's some glazed ones. I do like glazed. He's got cinnamon rolls and cinnamon twists and all kinds of shit in there. Bavarian, yeah, I like Bavarian cream. Not that bullshit fucking whipped cream inside. I have OD eggs. I'm OD to the core. Green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. I will not eat them. Just asking a question, Josh. Goddamn. Solo. Josh has the ability to actually remove you here, but I don't see what you're asking, man. So maybe it's a short. Maybe you're just not interneting well today. Just found your channel. Thought it was a heavy metal and politics talk podcast. I just moved to Tennessee, Menifee, California. Man, I moved to Tennessee from San Diego, 18 years. And I have had this business for 35 years. Been trucking. I'd be interested. What's your business, man? My wife bakes all sorts of awesome shit. I can't eat. I'll eat it. My sister is thinking about buying a compound in Tennessee. I highly recommend it, man. The only state people are moving out of. I am thinking West Virginia, the only state people are moving out of. West Virginia is probably pretty good. Hello, oppressed Illinois. Yeah, my wife and I do abandoned buildings. We were in Cairo, Illinois a month ago. No, not the whip. Yeah, I know, Bavarian cream. I get it. Solo wants to know if he should buy Bitcoin. Where did I not? Solo is probably some federal agent looking to try to cause problems for me giving financial advice. Solo, you're a grown fucking man. Do what you want to do. I buy Bitcoin. What? I'm not saying nothing bad. I just want to ask a question. Solo, you're banned, buddy. You're gone. You're just too difficult, man. You are too distracting, buddy. Trucking, right on, man. I got a buddy, he's a trucker. He's got a big, huge, giant fucking purple semi-truck. He was here tonight. We went to dinner. Yeah, we know you said should have bought it when we got the stimulus, but is it still worth buying now? I buy it. Yeah, I also, when I said they should have bought it, I also said, hey, I tell people, if you're not comfortable with Bitcoin, go on Cash App and get yourself $10 of Bitcoin. And then just watch it move. It'll go up and down. But every time it goes down, it always comes back up. Yeah, the government sucks. Absolutely. They are not. Name something the government does right now that helps you. They take your money. They threaten you. They're constantly, if you have property, they're constantly coming on your property to look for improvements so they can charge you more taxes. They're putting out more law enforcement to pull you over to try to generate revenue. You know, they just made it illegal to say when they pull you over in Tennessee, they can't use the it smells like weed as the probable cause to search. A lot of states are changing when guys are winning these lawsuits in court. They can't ask anymore, do you know why I pulled you over? Because people will give another reason and they just admitted guilt. How often do you stream? I do every night at 9 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification on here. Really, you should go watch some of my real videos and see what we're really about. My dad didn't know you could get in trouble for giving finance. Oh, is that your father, Ashley? Was that your father? How often do you stream? I saw because I look suspicious. I don't even give him a chance to say anything when they come up. When he comes up, I just say, where are you heading, officer? Have you been drinking tonight? I'll only be there if I get first aid at work. I don't know what you're talking about. I hand them insurance cards, license, and I just hand them license, registration, and driver's license immediately. It's here, right when they walk up. And then they ask whatever. I'm polite to them. But whatever they got going on, it typically goes away when they see that I have fucking 18 vehicles on my insurance. If they ask where I'm coming from, I tell them that way. Yeah, I'm not interested in having a conversation with you, officer. I just want to go where I'm going. So if you're writing me a ticket, please just write the ticket. Once got pulled over doing 55 and a 50, and the cop tried to claim the speed was 35. Yeah. Yeah. Any chance for a right hand all wolf gray stack micro rig? If you have to say wolf, no. No. You fucking wolf gray little fags are like the my coyote doesn't match my coyote. Yeah, we do gray stuff right here. But there's like 10 different shades of gray. Will we do you a gray rig? Yeah, we will. The gray we've been using, we just got some new gray material, and it's darker. I actually like it. That's the lighter shit. I don't have the light on over here. I just had a whole roll of gray come in here. I don't know what they did with it, but I certainly do not see it. Here it is. Boy, fuck, that roll was huge. They fucking cut a ton of this shit. You can't tell in this light, but yeah, I've got a gray. Tactical gray, wolf gray. Don't tell them that you're headed to your mom's house. They don't have a sense of humor. Fed, who's DJ? Who's the Fed? You're a Fed? Are you a federal agent, DJ? Yeah, the gray man stuff. So we don't have that material anymore. I lean more towards dummy talk. What the fuck, wolf? Best thing to do is avoid in car interactions as much. Yeah, that just answer their questions. Polite to the point. Where am I going? Well, now I'm thinking I might just follow you around until I catch you speeding. Local government, give him more power to the parking authority in Philadelphia to write tickets for tint because they're losing revenue. Yeah, people are cutting down their fucking parking meters. They're cutting down stoplights. They're stealing the copper. Like, things are changing, guys. They're spray foaming all the traffic cameras. Here's a bunch of great stuff over here. We're doing Fupa's fanny packs. They always ask where you're coming from and where you're headed. Yeah, they want to keep you at ease. They want to get you talking. They want you to feel like they want you to have a conversation, and they'll slip another question in there. They get mad if you don't tell them. Yeah, it's feelings. Feelings. Dot asked why my semi-truck was overweight on the drives. I told him because his mom was on the sleeper, in the sleeper. Oh man, the drones covering the cams in Scotland. Yep. Spray foam. Yeah, I mean, people are just tired of being fucked with. Just leave motherfuckers alone. Stop harassing people on their way to work. The people you're harassing typically that they're stopping are taxpayers, which shouldn't be a thing either. Did you see Trump said a couple days ago he would look at just removing income tax? Think about this. If you were just flat tax 10%, every time you got paid 10%, every time you spent money 10%, every time money moved 10%, you would pay way less in taxes. And I'm not saying that's right. You would pay way less in taxes. And the IRS would bring in a fuck ton more money. But then you wouldn't need the IRS. Every agency builds up all kinds of problems and even creates real crimes to justify their existence. Is there still a back order on belts? Yeah, it just depends what it is, buddy. They are wanting you to admit your own guilt. Yes, that's what they're looking for. They get you at ease by asking you normal, mundane questions, and then they slip, and while you're on a roll answering their questions, they slip the next one in. I have the plain gray FUPA. It's awesome for EDC. Yep, we're building, I think there's 100 or so. Guys, if you've asked questions here, there's a ton of them. If you've asked questions and I've missed them, just type them back out and we'll look at them for a minute. Let me find that super chat. There's a few of them here. The IRS wasn't even started in the U.S. Federal taxes are for people who do business outside of the U.S. Even the IRS can't find proof. We need to pay. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm well aware. I ain't down with communism. I subbed your channel. Dirty Miner, thanks, man. Dirty Miner Apparel. Hey, what do you do? What is Dirty Miner Apparel? Interested. If you're still here. Thoughts on Ukraine? I don't think we should be fucking sending Ukraine a dime. I don't think we should be intervening. I don't think we have any say on Russia and Ukraine. I don't support either side. I don't support Pakistan. I don't support fucking Palestine. I don't support Israel. The United States should take care of fucking U.S. citizens. Dirty Miner Apparel. You do gold mining. But what's the apparel part of it? Discovery. Oh, very interesting, man. I got a kid on here. I say kid. I got a dude on here every night who was here earlier in the chats. He's in Canada, and he has a gold mining claim, and he's about to start mining. Caleb's his name. Yeah, police is a business. The language of the law is not the law. Yeah, there's different languages too. I think we should send our illegals to Ukraine. Two birds, one stone. Well, I think that they are going to give the illegals a pathway to citizenship through the military, but I think also the draft. They're definitely going to try to draft your children. What is it, 18 to 26? Mandatory. The kids don't even have to go register for the draft. If you are 18 to 26, you are going to be put into the pool. We're an apparel company, and part of my staff mines on Gold Rush. Very cool, man. Very cool. Muscadine Project 2.0 on illegals. Do you have challenge coins? We do have some challenge coins. We've done a few of them in the past. They're probably on the website. No, we do not do any belt resizing. I did not have the capacity. We did it. Evan was here. He's like, man, this seems like such a frustration. Here's the biggest problem with the belt resizing. People are human beings, and they can't just give you the facts. They write a ton of words. They'll give you a whole fucking sheet of paper full of words to tell you a bunch of shit you don't need to know. All I need to know is, hey, my belt was 34, I need it to be 32. Hey, this belt is 32 and I need it to be 40, but they don't do that. So it would take us about 10 minutes to process each one to figure out what the guy wanted, and then somebody had to cut that belt. I can't build enough normal belts, new orders. We just turned it off. It was always a frustration. It was always a problem. It was always, hey, where's my belt I sent back for a free fucking belt? So we stopped doing it. Gotta go, Ashley. We'll be tuning in. Maybe I'll even make it down to your little celebration party. It's a pretty big celebration party. You should definitely check out the videos. It's a fucking guys come from Japan, Norway, Finland, Sweden, Germany, Israel. They fly in for the party. So it's cool. You should check it out. See if you want to come. But the real thing, anybody that's been first time here tonight, you should really check out some of the real videos on YouTube and see what we're really about. Are you at Bragg? Nope, I'm in Tennessee. That was supposed to say, I don't see why we are sending money to other countries. I'm with you, 100%. I agree. I agree. We have plenty of children here that could use assistance. We have plenty of crime going on here that could be stopped. But it's all, everything wrong, somebody profits from the problem. So rather than have the solution, they just continue to amplify the problem because they benefit from it. Like, we should not be supporting people that won't work. We shouldn't keep people alive that won't keep themselves alive. Handicap is fucking completely different from just laziness. The government was never involved in taking care of people, right? That was always up to the church or the family. Dirty Miner, those hoods look good, right on. How do we profit from the problem? We don't, they do. They profit from the problem. Because they pass a bill, they get federal grant money. The grant money doesn't go to solve the problem. Most of the grant money is stolen through graft. Look at the Red Cross. Less than 10% of the money that comes into the Red Cross goes to any of the victims that they say they serve. Kennedy 24. I love the Govern Me Harder shirts. Yeah, Govern Me Harder, Daddy. Get rid of welfare and watch a flood of new workers. Yeah. All of the people, nobody can get employees that are worth having. Our employees are fucking, the people that think they want to work. It's weird, right? I think it's like a drug addict, right? They know they want to try to get clean and they try to do it for a couple days and then they revert. I think that's what a lot of the, hey, can I come to work? I need a job. And then you don't see them anymore. They think they want to do something, but they don't ever want to put in the time to change. Homeless issue in California is huge. Yeah, they're making billions of dollars. $40 billion Newsom can't account for. A first good project to learn how to sew. Belt's always easy. Just build something simple. The first thing I built was a mini mag flashlight holder. I copied the one that the mini mag came in, and a knife sheath was the first things I made. We are sending money to Ukraine because they have $7 trillion in resources in the ground. Our government admitted it yesterday. Oh, I have no doubt. No doubt. They're also sending a ton of money to Ukraine because it gets sent back to your U.S. politicians and they steal the money. And the Ukrainian politicians also steal the money. How many mansions does Zelensky own in the United States? What was it, like 5, 6 in the United States? Zelensky has U.S. citizenship? Do you know that? Part of his Secret Service detail, there was a whistleblower. All that money they sent to Ukraine. Ukraine didn't use any of it to shore up defenses. we paid Ukrainians pension plans to their fucking citizens. The United States, right? The places that have the biggest homeless problem spend the most on homelessness. Yeah, good point. He's got a mansion right up the road from me. Yep. Yeah, it's all salary. What part of I'm in Camden, Tennessee. Middle Tennessee, between Memphis and Nashville. YouTube channel, yeah, SOE Tactical Gear. I'm on Instagram. I make a video most mornings at 4:30. We do 2 full-length podcasts, and then part of my guys, they take those, the most controversial or interesting clips from those 2-hour, 3-hour podcasts, and they build them into shorts. We put about 100 shorts up every week, and we're on Instagram. I have a Pulling the Thread podcast on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. We're all over the place. We do 5 video series every week and 2 full-length video podcasts. Bought a resort in Greece. Do people still go to Graceland? Some shady shit happened with Graceland recently, and there was a foreclosure on it. It was all fraud. I think they took the airplanes out of Graceland. Yes, people still go to Graceland. I have not ever been to it. We do go to Memphis. We eat at the Capitol Grill, and my wife and I do a bunch of like abandoned buildings. We do that, and then we also do a lot of like antique stores and antique shows and stuff. How many people do you go through for every one employee that's worth keeping? Ooh, probably 3 or 4. But like our employees have been here. Like I have employees that have been here the entire time I've been in Tennessee. Like I have 2 employees that have been here for 18 years. Driven by millions of times. Yeah, same here, Chris. Favorite part of Scully's stories? Right on. Cyprus and Turkey said they were looking into Zelensky's purchase. Yeah, man, it's all fucking shady shit. All right, guys, listen. I had a good time talking with you guys tonight. If you use Amazon, if you go to the links in any of my video descriptions, there's a link to Amazon. If you click that, it takes you to Amazon. It downloads a cookie. So anything you buy in the next 24 hours, it gives us a small percentage of your order. It's a free way to support us for the time we spend doing this and all the videos. If you want an EMP shield, it'll protect you from lightning, EMP, lots of other things, EMP shield. If you use code SOE, it'll get you $50 off of your EMP shield order. Premier Body Armor, if you want body armor. They make 4 different panels that go inside our rigs and our fanny packs. If you use code SOE, it'll get you $10 off of your order at Premier Body Armor. If you like Redcon 1 products, I use a lot of them. I use their pre-workouts. I definitely use their protein. I like their MRE Light protein. If you use code SOE Gear, at Redcon 1, it will get you 20% off your order. On my website, SOE Tactical Gear, that's where you order everything. There is a tab there that says affiliate links. You can find all of the companies that we're affiliated with that will give you a discount. So thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. And we also have a text app for you new guys. We send a text out every day. It shows you the bigger and newer items that we make every day. We also have an email. It is worth being on both of those apps if you want to communicate and see the products that we have available each day as they're made. I got injured. Now I have a hard time motivating myself. Any suggestion? Are you still injured? What was the injury? I am currently injured. My wife has a broken fucking arm right now. I don't know how injured you are. I got buddies that were literally blown up multiple times on deployment, lost an arm, still deployed, went back with the SEALs. Wife, kids, do you want a wife? Do you want to have a partner, somebody to live your life with? Like, I mean, what kind of injury are we talking? Motivation's bullshit. You need discipline. Probably 6 to 7 to 1 long term. Yeah, absolutely. Any pulling the threads out recently? Yeah, we just record. Jeff just got back from New Zealand and Australia. We put up several other podcasts also. If you I don't know why you don't know that. She's still working. Hell, I didn't even know she had a broke it until she said the other day. Yeah, imagine being so sad, so badass. You can be one-armed SEAL. Yep, fucking nut. There's a guy missing a leg too. He's got a carbon fiber prosthetic. He has Picatinny rail, and he carries a fucking Glock on his fucking false leg. Woulda, coulda, woulda. P.S. Rands. I was kind of waiting to hear this dude's what he had to say, and he's just not, I guess. 20 to 1, about right. Dirty Miner, hey man, glad you showed up. Let me know if we can do anything for you. Money going to Ukraine is Lend-Lease. Who burnt down all of the monuments in France? Anybody know? They all have something in common. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a good night. Listen, you're on the internet fucking around right now. Every time you are consuming content, you need to evaluate that content. Ask yourself, what does this add to me? If it doesn't add to you, it's taking away from you. It's literally programming you. A lot of your problems in life are simply how you look at them. If you wake up and you're going to have a bad day, you just continue to have a bad day. You really don't have bad days. You have bad fragments of days. And you have the ability to change that. It's like a light switch. Change the light switch up or down, compartmentalize it, and move on. You have that ability. Stay away from negative people because they will infect you. You're going to catch something from everyone you come in contact with. You better make sure you want what you're about to catch. I'll see you guys tomorrow.